An auto race is more than cars running in circles. From the first beautiful entertainer to the last tired driver, it's a special event like nothing else in all of sports.
To Donnie Allison in first. Where will Cale make his move? He comes to the inside. Donnie Allison throws the block. Cale hits him. He slides. Donnie Allison slides. They hit again. They drive into the turn. They're hitting the wall. They're head on the wall. They slide down to the inside. Let's watch those third place cars. It's a fight between Cale Yarborough and Donnie Allison. The tempers overflowing. They're angry. They know they have. He has the window net down, and Earnhardt continues to work on cleaning off the windshield of cars. Now Walker on the inside. Side by side. Down to the inside. Oh! 4 cars. There it goes.
There's Bodine into the fence. Joe Ruttman spins around. Who's going to win the race? Where's Kyle Petty? Darrell Walton's alongside of him.
There's the hook. Bang.
Earnhardt came down, caught the right rear of Darrell's car. There's Dale Waltrip's Chevrolet, and it is torn.
Let's take a look at how he did it back in lap number 72. There you see Bodine in the 5. He gets trapped on a slow car. And as he gets trapped in the slow, Earnhart just drives around in the dirt.
Goes through the dirt.
That's a good example of what Earnhardt will do to get him.
Feet away from the checkered flag. There it is. Davey Allison wins. Terry Labonte finishes second. Coming down off turn 4. And Earnhardt loses it, goes on the grass, comes back, and Elliott goes inside. And Earnhardt still got the lead. Incredible. He's at 500.
But Alan Kowicki is coming off of corner number 4, knowing that he's winning the championship. There's the checkered flag for Alan. He's the champion for 92.
In the third corner, he gets way down on the apron of the track, coming to the white flag. There's a leader change, and Labonte takes the lead.
And meanwhile, Ricky Rudd trying to
and Earnhardt spins him out.
Oh, man.
And Tony Stewart is involved in the crash, as is Mark Martin, Sterling Marble, and several others. Dale Earnhardt takes the checkered flag.
And Jimmy Spencer ran second.
Slow car's going to be in the way.
Just like a year ago, he's going to get him, though. He's going to get him. Gordon got loose. It's Harvick.
Harvick by inches. Harvick by inches. Harvick by inches. What a race. What a finish.
How did Jeff Gordon hang on to that car that loose off turn 4?
Man. We got him. Tell me we got him. 29 car. You got him, buddy. Harvick, you got him.
Folks, this is Dale Earnhardt's car and team. And Kevin Harvick, the young man Richard Childress tapped, is doing a John Force down the front straightaway. Look at Kevin Harvick as the fans saluted Dale with the number 3 on the 3rd lap. Kevin Harvick salutes him on the way to victory lane.
If I was him, I'd run that thing out of gas riding around here.
What could be more fitting? What could be more special?
Turn 4, final lap of the Pepsi 400. Michael Waltrip in second, but it's going to be Dale Earnhardt Jr. using lessons learned from his father to go from 6th to 1st and score the victory in the Pepsi 400.
That's unbelievable.
Yes!
That band behind you did it for you.
Yes.
You guys celebrate. You love you, band. You did it.
That was beautiful. Very, very nice.
Junior, you're happy.
All right,
Look at that smile.
I am speechless.
To go, what did you say?
Well, he said he knew he could beat him. We just didn't know what was going to happen.
Remember when we've seen this before? And Steve Mills joining the fray now.
Yeah, man, D.I.'s tough. D.I.'s tough.
We can celebrate.
What a finish at Daytona. Dale Jr. on top of the car in the infield.
The 1998 Daytona 500, when his father finally won the Great American Race, he threw the car into the grass doing victory donuts. Everybody joining in the celebration. That's Chocolate Myers, long-time crewman for Dale at Richard Childress Racing. Sixth to first in the final 6 laps. All right, Mikey, you celebrate too. You never got to celebrate your win in February. You celebrate now.
Yeah, that's just so cool. Storybook ending.
Oh, this is great.
Try to win it. I don't know. I don't think he can step out until he waits till the last second and picks
He
up.
goes to the outside. Is Edwards going? Oh, no! He turns him.
No.
Oh, and that destroyed the front end of Newman's car.
No.
Edwards will not make it to the flag.
Oh,
Brad Keselowski won this race.
That's a year's worth of frustration. Oh, conflict. The crews are in it. And somewhere in the middle of that is Jeff Gordon.
That's stupid.
Through as much pain and had as much perseverance as 30-year-old Kyle Busch. Tonight he earns his first Cup title. Kyle Busch, the 2015 NASCAR Sprint Cup champion.
Oh my God! Look at you, man! Kyle Busch, haven't never seen anything like it. Thank you so much. Thanks, team. Great job!
Jimmy Johnson through 3 and 4. Make room. Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt. There's another 7-time champ. Jimmy Johnson wins his 7th NASCAR Sprint Cup championship. Finally reaching the peak. Putting an exclamation point on a near perfect season. Mark Truex Jr. is the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series champion. This moment presented by Sunoco, fueling victories all season long. 4-year-old from Dawsonville, Georgia, is about to join his father, Dawsonville, in elite company. Chase Elliott is a NASCAR Cup Series champion. Driver's side to the fans, waving, and now he comes up to the young driver that just won his first championship.
God, I'm ready to rip somebody's freaking head off.
Every one of us are muted.
Hey, fellas.
How's it going?
Going good. How's everybody doing this wonderful evening? We all good? We're all here ready for another episode of the LTC from East Tennessee. As always, it is me, the one, the only, not to toot my own horn today, but the birthday boy, the host with the most, Cody.
It's JKL. Happy birthday, Cody.
Dalton Rodney Bush. Happy birthday, Cody. Baker Mayfield of Carolina. Let's go.
It is the leader of the hashtag Pargame, Matthew Parman, and within the 8-minute video that we just showed the Dawsonville pool room 12 times already. How many more times this episode? We'll see.
And of course, the Patrick Cotto is here. Thanks for having me on, guys. Cody, happy birthday to you once again.
Thank you, my fellow brother and Elliot. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing great. About yourself? Feeling good after that dub.
Dude, feeling incredible. Feeling great. Real quick, let's catch up on these comments. There we go. But then it's immediately followed up. It's balanced out. It's balanced out. Thank you, Junior. There was another. Here we go. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Another year older. I keep making the joke, and I'm gonna say it again. If it's ever gonna happen, this is now like for the next 365 days for me to join the 27 club. So, we'll just see how that goes. So we're gonna do this week's episode a little bit backwards than normal. Thank you, Ryan. Much love. We're gonna actually cover the races first. And then we're going to leave like our madness and our chat mayhem to the back half of the episode. That way, anybody who actually wants some NASCAR information out of us, they could get that early on so they don't have to sit through us talking about like our toenail collection.
Oh my God.
Listen, that's just a part of it. So to kick off this week's episode, I'm going to crack me a cold Bud Light out of the, I hate how it just disappeared, out of the old Terry Labonte.
Holy
koozie.
shit, that is a nice ass koozie
Thank
right
you.
there.
I paid like $1 for it at Martinsville.
Really?
$1?
Yeah, dude, the white tents
I
are the
better
place
go to Martinsville,
then. The white tents.
You paid $1 for yours?
I gotta have that.
Yeah, it wasn't much at all, bro.
Dude, I got
Ryan's like, I don't care about the racing anymore. He likes our mayhem stream. I guess we just gotta start with the truck race. I can go out on a limb and say I didn't really watch the truck race. I kept up with it as far as like through the app and whatnot. I didn't watch it. We were on the road to Atlanta. So if anybody watched the truck race and has like some great insight, please. All right, hold on, wait, Kodo, you have your first roast of the evening. Welcome to LTC, buddy. I think he meant ice, but that's your first roast. Yeah, be ready, buddy. They're just gonna keep rolling in. Our viewers hate every single one of us, and they beat our self-esteems down into the ground. So
they hated me a lot last week.
I'm sure a lot of them are offended by just a small block yesterday.
Yeah, I mean as we get, I know me and you are going to get more and more annoying as this episode goes.
Who got the win?
I mean, you tell me.
I got you back this time.
Let's see. All right, Dalton, take it out, buddy.
Oh boy.
Patrick, here's your buddy in the chat.
I see that.
All right, so I guess I'm the only one to watch the truck race.
You are. You definitely are. I was also on the road to Atlanta.
I mean, I had nothing else better to do. I had a dead alternator in my car, so what else was I supposed to do?
Thanks, Turnpike.
So I'll be honest with the truck series. It came in a little bit late. The first thing I saw was Matty D running fourth, and then his car just shut off for some reason and went to the back. Really, I just got to go ahead and get to the finish here. I really don't care much for Mid-Ohio as a road course track, but
Dalton, are your sunglasses really crooked, or are you holding your head to the side?
Yeah, my head's to the side.
Did you sleep wrong or something?
Yeah, like,
are you good?
Yeah, I'm gonna break my neck tonight, I guess.
Oh God, tune in.
Please don't. We need you.
Oh damn it! I gotta fix that. So really, let's go ahead and just get to the finish. Incredible battle between Zane Smith and Parker Kligerman. Really happy for Parker Kligerman getting his first win since I believe Talladega 2017. Great battle of the finish. They both of them raced each other with respect. Hats off to Saint Smith. He had every opportunity to dump Parker when he got to the corners, but he decided not to and gave it a good hard race. So that was also fun to see. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm assuming the playoff field is set for the truck series now. Like, was that the regular season finale?
I don't think. Was it?
I seriously think it is.
When's their next race?
No, I think you got there's Pocono, and then Lucas Oil Raceway, and then Richmond.
How many races do they have in their playoffs?
Oh, it's
Not
Bristol.
much.
Bristol's the first round. It's a round of 8.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So then there's 4. There's 4 left. 4 left for the truck.
Yeah, because I thought it was today or Saturday because they were hyping up the playoff bubble battle. And usually when they do that, it means it's like the regular season finale. Here's one thing that really annoys me. I hate how the Truck Series, the Cup Series, and the Xfinity Series all start their playoffs at separate times. I can go ahead and say the Truck Series already starts way too early. Me and my group chat have talked about this several times. I would love for the Cup Series, Truck Series, and the Xfinity Series to all start at the same exact time or as close as they could possibly get because it's just so hard to keep up with. But I can go ahead and probably look up the Truck Series points if I'm wrong. Let's see what we got.
Yeah, while you're doing that, we'll answer this question for Joe. Jacob, you're up.
Which truck drivers could throw the most glizzies? What the fuck is a glizzy?
It's a hot dog.
It's a hot dog.
Dude, well, it's either a corn dog or a hot dog, depending on if you're my sister.
Okay, I heard this the whole weekend and never did figure out what that word meant. Okay, glizzy. Which truck series driver could throw the most glizzies? I feel like it's got to be. I feel like Austin Wayne Self could just throw some glizzies.
Matt Crafton's another one.
Matt Crafton's a good
If Johnny
one.
Sauter's running, then I'm putting all my money on him, though.
Oh yeah, I was getting ready to say if Sauter was full time, I'd say Johnny.
Okay, we have our answer.
No, I think it's Matty D. Actually, I think Matty D could put the most glizzies down.
Matty D eating healthy, dude. You seen
I'm
him?
just
He's
saying
bulk as hell. He ain't eating glizzies.
We got another one. We got another question.
Which truck driver is the thickest? Well, that's dangerous ground, so I'm not answering that one.
I mean, for me, is Mike Harmon running?
Yeah, Mike Harmon's running. It's Mike Harmon.
Mike Harmon's one of my favorite people in the face.
Dude, I love Mike Harmon.
It's that Applebee's. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, he invited Annette to Applebee's to get his ass whipped.
Hey, welcome to the show, buddy.
Hey, boy, I'd fucking tell you. Some bitches. What's up?
All right.
Oh, you at the damn 7-Eleven? Hell, hang on. Let me go somewhere, too.
Did you watch the truck race?
Did I watch the truck race? Yeah. Hell no, I ain't watched no damn trucks. The fuck you talking about?
All right. So
I actually didn't know. I didn't watch the truck race.
Parker Kligerman wins. That's a local team for us, right? They're out of Abingdon, Team Henderson. So super exciting. They race at Kingsport Speedway. Like, it's just freaking sick. Real quick before we get in, this is a weird thing to say during the show, but I just want to preface. I'm running comments tonight exclusively, okay? Because our comments are getting
wild. I can't even reckon I can get them anymore.
The comments have gotten wild. So Joe is like, he's on probation.
Why, Cody.
Yeah. So anyway.
I just read it. Yeah. That one puts you on probation, Joe.
Hell, can I go on probation? Can it be with you, baby?
There we go. So yeah, Parker Kligerman wins.
Yeah, like you said, home. Like, hey, Dakota, like you said, home. Like, it's a hometown team for us. I feel like they're the new Morgan McClure for our area.
Fuck.
I mean, I think they operate out of the same track.
I'm pretty sure. Well,
Joe, we'll still post Joe's stuff, but we won't post everybody. I wasn't singling Joe out. He was just the example I had to make.
But yeah, I mean, it's good for Parker. Parker's been close.
Dakota, we're still, based on our normal schedule, we're still an hour away from talking about the trucks. What are you talking about?
Far.
Wow.
He said food line.
No reason.
Okay, I'm at the Quickie Mart.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on?
Dude, we're just some gas station boys.
Hell yeah, dude.
Normally I'd be at Buc-ee's.
Dalton, you need to go to the fucking Kinjo. Go get the Kinjo.
Oh, Kinjo. We love Kinjo.
Oh, shit.
Big Kinjo guy.
Kinjo got that shit.
Jacob needs to go to fucking you need to go to the damn whistle stop, Jacob.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You need to go and take a. You need to go take a picture of it, and like, yeah, we'll all just do the podcast from like our select gas stations.
Mine's Whistle Stop. I don't get to choose mine.
I'll go to mine that's across the street here or over the hill.
Oh,
like
you're talking about
everybody
the,
knows me by name there. Yeah,
I'll go to Zoom.
The one you stop at to get your damn Coke Zeros.
absolutely, brother.
Dog get all the rowdies in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already got like 12 coupons. So 12 free coupons.
But yeah, back on track.
I
Parker
already got my
Kligerman
12
won. Shout out Parker Kligerman. Good for him. It's exciting to see a small team win. Jacob, you had something else to add to that.
No, I didn't. I finished.
Me too.
Amen, brother. Hey, gas is cheap in some parts of Georgia.
Yeah, it actually wasn't bad.
Yeah, there were some spots where it was like $3.97 a gallon. We don't see that too often these days.
I got it for $3.68. I got it for $3.68 at Murphy's.
Well, look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kodo, what's the gas like up there?
You do not want to know. Illinois, it's about five something. It's ugly. Some gas stations are close to 6. I'm like, hell no.
Sounds about right.
Luckily, I have a small ass car, so
yeah, not too bad.
Bank account won't take a huge hit.
You got a small brain too, being a Chicago Bears fan.
Ain't no question about it. I'm ready to get hurt again.
Let's go.
Every year, as Dalton says, new year.
Bro,
year.
I used to make the Ninja Diffuse videos. Those were the days. Xfinity race. Me and Jacob were there.
Oh man.
If anybody has anything specific they want to talk about with the Xfinity race, I'll pass it off because I was kind of just like there.
Was it hot?
It was hotter in the spring.
Really?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
in the spring,
Dude, that heat in the spring was rough.
Yeah, a lot of you guys your skins took some bad hits and stuff.
Hey, not me, baby. I don't burn.
You should have saw Ian.
Oh.
I got something to say about the Xfinity series.
Damn, that's crazy. I might be a Cowboys fan, but I used the proper your.
I think, dude, I like this name. We're no longer the LTC.
Elliot Krusty Towel Show. Now you can't label me that. What the fuck?
Nah, I ain't the Elliot guy. Sorry, bud.
Okay, I got something to say about the Xfinity Series race. I'll say it right now. Austin Hill is the greatest Xfinity Series driver ever in the history of history. He's just the best.
Picked up his first ever stage win too on Saturday.
Man, he's just the best. He's great. He's the best driver to go to RCR since Kevin Harvick. He's going to be great. Reddick needs to move out. Austin Hill just needs to take the ride.
Why are we moving Reddick?
Bro,
like, why is Reddick the guy we move out of RCR?
Austin Hill's just the best.
Is Austin Hill the RFK for you in the Xfinity series?
No, on a serious note,
all time. What?
On a serious note, Austin Hill is a really good restrictor plate racer. When me and Coop, Dalton was there too. When we watched the Xfinity Series race at Talladega earlier this year, just insane, just insane blocking. I mean, he's a really good. He can keep his car clean. He stays up front most of the race, and he's just a good driver. And when we went to Atlanta, that was my pick to win the race. I thought Austin Hill's great.
Okay. Thank you, Turnpike. Love you.
Watching the stream on my Xbox, the chat covers Parvin Jacobs' faces. It's actually kind of
see
nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
Jeffrey Earnhardt had a good day coming until Sam Mayer went dumbass mode.
Bro, I said it in the Discord. Sam Mayer had a poop. That's why he wrecked.
Sam Mayer is stupid. We've already discussed this. He was stupid at Bristol.
Yeah, daddy.
You guys are all out of your mind.
Sam Mayer.
Poo-poo water.
No, bro.
He's the back of the toilet water, bro. You know the shit that you got to lift the lid up
in the tank. That's the cleanest water, though.
No.
Like in case of a nuclear war, like that's where they tell us to drink from.
No, yeah, but here's the thing. You ever been to like the marathon, man? Like them shit's nasty.
You don't drink
cigarettes and shit in it.
Yeah, you don't drink in the tank of a gas station bowl. What are we doing?
That's Sam Mayer, bro.
No, Sam Mayer is like the hot water that's like dripping out of the trash bag.
Oh,
Nah,
like a
Sam
hot
Mayer.
summer day.
If you like boil
Yeah.
your hot dogs, Sam Mayer's the hot dog water.
Dude.
What is wrong with boiled hot dogs?
Nothing. You just don't want the water though. You just toss
I
that shit
drink
to the
water.
side.
Sam Mayer's the shit stain in your underwear.
That's a bad fucking take. Every
Damn.
single one of you. Just a bad fucking take.
I've not said anything about him for what it's worth.
That is true. You have not.
I hate Sam.
I know
think
you
he's
do.
trash.
I think that's why I roped you in with them because I know your opinion. Sam, he's a young driver, man. Give him some time. I'm telling you, Sam's going to go on it.
I agree with Junior here. I think he needed just more like on road time or on track.
He needs
time,
to go back to racing fucking go-karts or something, man. Get more practice there first.
I just don't think he's gonna like be what everybody else sees in him personally.
No, man.
No hate to him though. I mean, he just proves the naysayers right every single weekend. So
Sam's great. But you know who's better than Sam?
Riley Herbst. Riley fucking Herbst, baby.
So yeah,
Riley just run. He's just a god, man. I swear, god tier Xfinity driver.
Are you talking about the wreck that he caused?
Where he took out all the monster cars?
Ron Truex.
He's a smart man.
Ron Truex got into Riley. I did not know that. I thought Riley just went up and made a bad block.
Nope.
But it was Ron Truex, which sucks because Ron Truex hit the Monster Energy car that ran it into another Monster Energy car that happened to be his teammate. So
it was monster on monster crime.
That's one way to put it, monster on monster crime.
I mean, I guess like sponsorship wise though, like they got a whole lot of TV time. Like both of their cars right there together.
Yeah.
Hey, can I point something out? Anyone that watched the race on TV this weekend, did we notice that we got a lot of Mountain Dew sponsors? Like when they would do side by side, was a lot of Mountain Dew this time. So I think
Mountain Dew
Dew's
did
gonna be making
something
a
last
comeback.
weekend too. It was
I think
something
Mountain Dew's
NASCAR
gonna be coming
related.
back, baby.
Yeah.
This would be dope.
I just don't know how they're
Who
going
would
to be
run
able
it,
to
though?
squeeze in. I don't know how they're
Kyle
going to be able to
Busch.
squeeze in. It's the
Kyle
Coke.
Busch.
But Coke.
I hope not.
Coke is a pillar sponsor of the sport. It's going to be hard for Pepsi to come back in.
They're showing way too much Mountain Dew shit.
Unless they're
Dude,
just
side by
doing it
side,
from
it's just Mountain Dew,
proxy,
Mountain Dew.
and they're just like, we'll run during NASCAR races, but like as far as entering the sport directly, I don't know if we'll see it. I hope so. Mountain Dew has incredible schemes.
Yeah.
That little Caesar's Chase Elliott paint scheme, top tier.
Fire.
I don't think Turnpike. We flipped the episode. We will answer these questions after we get done with the Cup Series. Anyway, yeah. So Xfinity race. Anybody else got anything they want to add about it?
It is beautiful on television.
Was it?
It was awesome.
Seen it in person in the spring, it's like, damn, this is awesome. This is fucking rad. I got to see it on TV. Watching it live.
Especially the Xfinity Series race. Did anybody else think they were watching like an old Daytona type race? I'm talking late
Hot
80s, early
fucking
90s.
slick ass racing. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Nobody knows what to do. High line's the only line to run. You run on the low, you're fucked. Yeah, it's like, oh god. Beautiful.
Dalton, are you aware that there's another video of us going insane when Ty won in Atlanta that Cody took?
Yes, sir.
I didn't realize till a couple weeks ago. I'm like, since when was that up?
Yeah. So I mean, go ahead, Dalton.
I was gonna say, Xfinity Series race was really surprising with the way they ran. A lot different than what the spring race was. The only thing I do want to add is just it was a great race overall, but I just cannot stand when you run a single file line into the last lap and you wait till the last quarter to make a move. That's the only part I didn't like about this Xfinity race, but I mean, overall,
It was just hard for him, you know, because like Xfinity's, it's the lower tier drivers. If you're talking, they didn't get their practice in qualifying, so you do what you got to do, and you just kind of gonna adapt to what you're used to. You know, it's a super speedway technically.
How cool did it look on TV? The way they were just like sliding all over the track, because I know
beautiful.
It was like, insane to just watch somebody like drift the whole track.
The Cup Series showed it way better, man. Like that first fucking lap. Oh god.
Yeah,
dude,
I did.
Earnhardt, dude, you could hear Junior just fucking jumping in his seat. He's like, it's fucking beautiful.
Do you think Junior is upset that like he doesn't do it anymore?
I mean, he says he misses it sometimes.
JB sounds more upset than anything. I think JB really wants to be back.
I'm going with this. Sorry for the dingy ass background. I'm so laggy when I bring mine up. Do we bring Jeff Burton back? Like, do we just throw him in a cup car?
You want him and Jeb wreck? See who wrecks a dog fuck out of someone, you know?
I'll wreck the dog fuck out of you, Uncle.
That's the funniest shit ever, man. That fucking kills me. He said, "Well, that's fine. I'll wreck the dog fuck out of you."
Great point here, Ryan.
Country.
I think Jacob said this like 3 weeks ago, if my memory is correct. The last few years, for me at least, it's been the truck series. That's the series that like I've like attached to, and like every single week, can't wait for the truck series. But now it's back to like, dude, the big show is on Sunday.
The Cup Series, man. I was attached to the Xfinity Series for a while. I thought the Xfinity Series had some of the best racing because there's a lot of talented names out there. I mean, you throw Gregson, Allgaier, at the time, Briscoe, Cindric, these just hardcore white knuckle racers. And now all these guys, these amazing talents have moved into the Cup Series. We're kind of getting that in the big show. But yeah, the Cup Series is back.
Badass. What'd you guys think of AJ? AJ trying to battle not to get 2 laps down and then just battles his fucking way back to get a top 10. That was dope.
I felt bad for him, dude. So I haven't like completely relived everything. Today's just been like a blur. Did he have a loose wheel or did he speed?
Nope.
Like, why did he have to pit twice?
So he came back after he pit and he was like, "Hey guys, I got a loose wheel. I got to come back down." Comes back down. They're like, "Hey man, your shit's fine. Go back." So he goes back and he made a mistake, and then that's where he started to get 2 down.
Okay.
And then just battled back from there. But it was like a fucking grind all race for him. And it was cool.
Well, another driver that showed up during Atlanta was Sheldon Creed.
He's hit and miss, yeah.
Dude, Sheldon is the epitome of hit and miss.
Yeah.
Because he wrecked out.
Yeah.
Or he spun out early in the race, yeah.
I just, on that note, I do want to point out, we're getting closer and closer to crunch time for these guys, right? I mean, we're within 10 weeks of the playoffs starting. A lot of people that we expected to run really well, Sheldon Creed, at least I feel like I speak for everybody, but me, myself especially, I thought that Sheldon was going to come in and just set the Xfinity Series on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Like Myatt had proven that 2 car, it was like a contender. I mean, it carried Myatt to some pretty good finishes. And I mean, I'm not big on Myatt, so the car was clearly there. Sheldon sets 14th in points right now.
Out of 10 drivers? 12? What's
12.
the Xfinity?
It's 12.
12.
Okay. He is almost 100 points out of that position, though. He is 95 points behind 12th place.
Damn. He's
so
like Dylan.
In the 17,
Dylan's like 117, yeah.
Yeah. In the 17 races so far this season, Sheldon only has 6 top 10s.
Well, and think about how much that stage win would have helped him at Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Sheldon really thought that Austin was going to just push him like back to the line. But Austin pulled a huge move, turned it left, went down to pretty much the bottom of the track, got around Sheldon, and Austin won the stage win. I think that's a good point, Cody.
Where are you at on a teammate doing that to a teammate for a stage win?
Well, exactly what you just said, actually. That was actually a good point you made. It is getting closer to crunch time. And, like, where's Austin sitting at in points? What does he need to do?
So he is 6th and clearly locked in.
Yeah, he's locked in. And you want to be as good as you can in points because guess what? Not only do you have the championship, like the championship 8, or championship 12, sorry, in the Xfinity Series, not only do you have the 12, but you also have eliminations. So the farther you're up that bracket, the least chance you have of getting tossed out. And 2 wins and sitting 6 in points, he's looking pretty good. So
it's like they said with LaJoy, man. They were like, even if LaJoy wins, like he's below that cuts. I mean, he's like 32nd in points, so it didn't matter if he won or not. You're not getting in.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, it is kind of it's at that point,
Yeah, I don't think Austin is a championship 4 contender by any means. And like on a serious
I think
note.
he is, bro.
You think really?
Straight
I
the
think
fuck up.
I think that
Yeah.
Austin Hill is a championship contender.
That's a
In the
wheel man
4?
right now.
In the final 4?
I do. I
Yeah.
genuinely, and
Where?
not because he has 2 wins. I genuinely don't think that was 2 wins. Was that Joe barking? But I think that Austin Hill is going to kind of the way that Sheldon came in for the 2020 truck playoffs and just like set it on fire. I think that Austin Hill is the guy who could totally do that. Now, as far as like seriousness, dude, I have a hard time actually placing a Final Four. I guess we could kind of wrap up the race. Like Austin Hill, he's proven that he is a super speedway guy, right?
Yeah.
He is one of those guys who knows where to be, where not to be, and how to be where he needs to be at the end. Let's talk about that championship 4 though for the Xfinity series because it's getting wild.
Yeah.
I mean, we're seeing overall, we are seeing a very, very consistent Justin Allgaier this season. Probably the best season that he's ever had. In all seriousness, you know, he doesn't have a lot of wins by any means. I mean, 2 wins in 17 races. He's got 11 top 10s and 7 top 5s plus 5 stage wins. I mean, those are numbers that definitely deserve some respect. Josh Berry is 2 wins, 8 top 5s, 10 top 10s, and 5 stage wins. Noah, 2 wins, 9 top 5s, 12 top 10s, and 6 stage wins. Austin Hill, just to throw into that, Jacob, just to prove his consistency, 8 top 5s for him as well.
Yes.
Ty Gibbs, 7 top 5s, 4 wins, 10 top 10s, 3 stage wins. And then we have Dinger. Dinger's still leading the points. 2 wins, 7 top 5s, 15 top 10s this season for AJ. He has only finished outside of the top 10 twice this season. And he only, which this is a little surprising, but he only has 2 stage wins. I mean, I feel like the top 6 guys in points right now, I don't think anybody else is competing with the top 6. I mean, up next we would have Brandon Jones, and I just don't think he has any form of consistency.
He dropped off. He dropped hard. Oh, God. He was hot as shit at the start of the season. He's dropped.
That's kind of normal for Brandon, though. Like, it's no disrespect to
is.
Brandon, but Brandon he'll get on like a fire streak, and then all of a sudden you just won't ever
Then
hear
he
from him.
mellows. He like coasts through. Yeah.
Now, Sam does have 8 top 5s as well. I mean, is Sam going to get a win? He's due one just based on his finishes, but I don't think that Sam is going to be a competitor whatsoever in the playoffs. I just do not think that he has it. He might have it in 3 years, but he does not have it today.
Sam's winning Bristol.
Okay. So to go to close up this segment, what I want to ask is give me your championship 4 prediction right now. And that can change. You don't get held to it. This is just if the playoffs started today, who do you expect to be our championship 4?
All right, listen. At the beginning of the season, I had this Final 4 marked down like right off the bat, like before we even saw action. And it's going to be like 2019 Cup Series Final 4, where we have like 3 teammates and another guy. There's going to be 3 junior motorsports cars in Josh Berry, Justin Allgaier, and Noah Gragson, and then Ty Gibbs. And I'm sticking to it.
So I'll give mine next. Fun fact, I don't think Gragson makes it.
Nope, same.
I think it's going to be Berry, Allgaier, Allmendinger, and Gibbs.
I'm a second Jacob on that. I think it's I think they're well, actually no. Yeah, Allmendinger, Allgaier, Gibbs, and Berry is my 4.
Gibbs, Gregson, Allgaier, and the Dinger.
So I am actually going to do Austin Hill, Dinger, Gibbs, and Berry.
I mean, I love it.
Exactly the same. Exactly the same, Cody. That's exactly what I was going for. Yep.
Let's go.
I feel like Noah's gonna that point deduction is kind of hit hard, and he's gonna mellow through.
Dude,
I think he's gonna
think
focus more on like becoming
right.
More, like,
it's gonna
not
get
a
the same
shithead.
way that Ty went through his thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Ty got to do that early in the season after Martinsville. Right. Noah's having to do it mid to late season, where he's like Noah's cage is rattled right now, and it's clear. Noah struggled
Notice we
Saturday.
didn't see shit.
Yeah.
We didn't see
I
the
watched him.
mullet on the whole chest out. We didn't see shit from Noah.
Yeah, he was riding a swagger unlike any other, and that shit humbled him. And I mean, probably for the best for his future. But I think Noah is definitely humbled right now, and I think it's going to affect him.
Gibbs he corrected himself hardcore. That post-race or not the post-rec interview.
Mm-hmm.
He was just like, "Yeah, I'm focused on next week. Can't wait to go to New Hampshire. We'll see what it brings." Like
any other time, he's swinging. Yeah.
Well, not only,
but he was just like, "Nah, focused."
Not only that, but Gregson pissed off a shitload of people last weekend.
Oh, I'm sure he did.
A lot of those guys he's going to have to lap on the racetrack. And, if this guy is coming around the racetrack and he tore my shit up and we had to go working on it and we only have so much money in a team, I'm probably going to make it a little hard on him. So definitely didn't make any friends. But, I mean, I love Noah. Noah can get it done. It's just I don't think it happens.
Back to Noah Gregson at Nashville, with his fire suit untucked and his mullet. I heard he got called out for that.
By who?
By PR, I think.
Yeah, I can't imagine KC. Shout out KC one good time. I can't imagine KC was mad at all. I mean, that's what you want.
Well, it's like, oh no, guys, the humidity inside of your car is going to be like 130 degrees. Oh shit, I'm walking on the fucking down pit lane and I got my fire suit.
Right, yeah.
What was the source to that, Dalton?
Door bumper clear.
Dalton's best
They're
friend.
Fucking bullshit, dude. I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it.
Brett's just upset that Justin Haley can't do that.
Oh shit. So, hey, Patrick, clip that for Nick. He would love to hear that.
I'm sure he did.
So, all right, we'll move on. Xfinity Series happens. Then the Cup race rolled up. I want to preface this. Atlanta was up in the air for me literally until the absolute last second because I was like, dude, this weather, we're spending all this money just to go in the rain, right?
Bro, it rained so hard.
The track has lights still, so the race still would have happened on Sunday.
I think if the rain would have happened the way it was forecasted, though, because it was supposed to rain literally from Saturday to Tuesday. It was just never going to end. But it's a good chance.
Really what it was scattered thunderstorms.
Yeah, but I mean, living in the South, I mean, I guess we're a little less nervous when we see scattered or isolated showers because it's okay, it's going to rain on my neighbor's property, but I'll stand here and watch it rain and be dry.
Yeah.
That's just literally how it is in the South. Earlier in the week, my front yard was wet and my backyard was dry because a rain shower just came like that straight through. It's a part of being in the South, I guess. Took the shot and it paid off. Thank God it paid off. We got to watch 2 races. Cup race.
Fuckers.
The stands were empty, of course. I wasn't expecting a big sellout crowd. The people who showed up, though, everybody had a good time. You could hear it in the crowd. It was electric. It was exciting. The race, dude, there is no reason why Atlanta should not sell out. In person, I have been to almost every single track type to this point. As far as 1.5s go, there is not a track that I've been to that touches Atlanta in the intermediate class. Just from start to finish, the fan Wi-Fi, all the way to the concessions, accessibility, bathrooms. You don't have to walk. I mean, most tracks, you have to walk a little bit between concession stands. We came in and the first line at the first concession stand was long. So we're we'll just walk down a little bit. 10 seconds down the alley, dude, we walked right up and ordered our food with no line.
It's the way you got to go sometimes.
Yeah, bathrooms are easily accessible. We got to bring in a cooler, which was incredible. Shout out to the track for handing out the towels. And they were dipping them in ice water. When you would walk up, you just reached out, they would dip one in ice water and hand it to you on a tong. And it was an ice cold towel. So once we got up to our seats, as our cooler melted, we just kept doing it throughout the race.
Atlanta fan Wi-Fi.
A1, dude. It's hard to talk because, I mean, with our generation, you love it or you hate it. We need it. We need the internet, right? We need the internet. We need to be able to go on Twitter. We need to share pictures. Guess what? When we're sharing those pictures in the stands, everybody that's friends with us who follow us, they could see that too. And it's going to spark and pique interest in some people, right? So, I mean, the more accessible it gets, the more likely you're going to bring young people out. Dude, if Talladega had good Wi-Fi or good mobile service
any service,
young people
they
would
need it bad, dude.
absolutely. Yeah, I would love to be able to just like call home and ask how the house is doing.
Yeah.
Once you get to Dega, you're there, dude. You're in your own world, and it doesn't work. It does not work in 2022. So shout out to Atlanta. Atmosphere was great. They waved the green flag, and literally from lap 1, hell of a race. Anybody can jump in and talk about whatever parts of the race they want to. Let's talk about it.
I actually want to go back to how bad the attendance the Atlanta race was. I'm very disappointed with the way it turned out, but I'm not surprised because, I mean, the spring race was packed. And
it was.
Yes, and that's why Marcus Smith and SMI decided to reconfigure this whole track. They wanted to put butts back in the seats at Atlanta because Atlanta lacked attendance for such a long time. And it worked in March, but I'm really not surprised with the way it turned out in yesterday because, Joe, I think you're out of your mind. But what I was going to say is that I'm not surprised because, I mean, with the hot weather and there was rain in the forecast too. I mean, we did get lucky that we didn't get any at all, but still, I mean, that plays a big factor to it. If you want to sell Atlanta out for the summer race, you got to make it at night. You got to make it at night.
Yes.
Simple. I mean, I loved
the Xfinity
Atlanta.
race ended in the evening as well in the spring, and the view itself on the lights was just absolutely beautiful.
Exactly, and I remember.
But it was cold.
Oh no, it was not cold at all.
No, dude, it was.
What the fuck in the spring?
It was not that cold. It was not.
Yes, I was freezing, bro.
You were freezing. I was not freezing.
I think because he looked at me and he was like, "Dude, are you not freezing?" And I was like, I think that you had a heat stroke, dude, because there was no way that anybody could have been cold in those stands that day, dude. Like I standing there, yeah.
I don't know what was worse. I don't know if it was Atlanta or the fucking Daytona Xfinity race we went to, because Dalton and I were standing next to each other, and I was like, Dalton,
you're saying you're
Dakota
cold
right here, man. I'm cold.
Yeah, you're like, I'm cold, and here's
Daytona. It was February, so.
Ian is standing there like blood red. Ian is a lobster in the sun. And Cooper's like sitting there shivering. And I'm like, dude, like something bad like happened to you without a doubt. Like I'm like dripping sweat. Yeah, and I'm like barely even dressed, dripping sweat. Because I started with my jacket. And like as soon as we like walked out into the stands, like my jacket came off. Yeah.
We had to move up.
Yeah, it was freaking hot.
When you get to the track, too, outside of it, it's just completely windy as hell when you're by the haulers, the parking lots. Next thing you get in, you don't feel shit.
I don't think Atlanta needs to be a night race.
No, I disagree. I loved it when it was on Labor Day in the nighttime. That was probably the best Atlanta I've ever watched.
What Atlanta needs to do, and me and Cody talked about this as we were walking out of the track. So it looks like we're not going back to Road America next year. That's kind of the rumors that we're hearing. Atlanta needs to be the 4th of July race.
Yes.
And they need to open up those campgrounds and have a Dega party on the inside.
Yes.
I mean, they've already made it. They've already made it a Superspeedway. Let's just go the whole route with it.
I'd be in for that. I'd be in for that.
Yeah. I
that
mean,
fills the
you only
seats.
got to move it back 1 week.
Kodo, you ain't partying, bro. You ain't partying.
I did a Dega.
You ain't no partier.
Kodo was kind of partying at Dega.
No, you should see Kodo at Dega, bro.
He was wild. I seen him.
This guy just stands around and drinks a couple Millers and has fun. That's about it. He don't party.
I drink Bullside Apple. What are you talking about?
Atlanta needs some
I don't know.
strippers.
I think it's that gear. That gear just turns you off, you know?
But honestly, Joe's got a good point. You know, the place at Dega that you can go and see. Think about how many people it brings to that track just because they know that that's there.
Oh, the Booby Cube? Whoa, the Booby Cube, baby.
My God.
I like that little venue that they got where it's the big grass field. They got the big stage and shit. That'd be cool to have in Atlanta.
Yeah.
They
have like a local
pit.
Atlanta guy just
Peach
playing
pit.
some music. Yeah.
No, wait, man,
They have the
already
peach pit.
They had the stage like when we were in March. Like it was right near where the hauler crashed when it was leaving last year.
Oh, over there towards turns 3 and 4, right?
Yeah, I was like, 3.
Whose hauler was that again? Was it?
It was the
Hackers?
Rayu. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it was.
it was Hackers.
It was Hackers.
Oh my god!
Surprised it wasn't me.
Shout out Hacker, one good time.
Shout out
That's the
Hacker.
boy.
LTC alumni.
He is, yeah. So we had the start of the race. Immediately it's wild, right? We have like just pack racing for a while. It started to thin out throughout the first stage. And then it kind of did what you would expect a super speedway to do. We went train for a little while, and then what was it, about 10 to go is when everybody went back into 2 wide, roughly.
Yeah.
It was after that first that comp caution. And when everyone was like, all right, let's fix our shit. Let's kind of, besides Chase was like, I'm cool with it right now. He didn't go out. But
Yeah. And so who won stage 1? I don't even remember.
Chase
swept it all.
Yeah,
Oh, did he? Okay. I knew he won the second one. I couldn't remember the first one. So yeah, Chase the Champ Elliott did pretty well. Now stage 2 comes, and then we start seeing something that nobody here is surprised about. Ross Crashtain, Ross Crashtain, whatever you want to call him. Dude, Ross was there to win. I don't think anybody can argue that point. Where are we at on Ross? Let's hear your true, genuine. As a disclaimer, these opinions reflect you as a person and not the Left Turn Cult as an entity. So let's circle around the board. How do we feel about Ross Crashtain?
Well, I guess I'm first. Okay. Look, this is the second Atlanta summer race in a row that Ross Crashtain pissed me off. But I mean,
and so I do want to say it's also the second in a row that he finished second.
Well, I mean, I'm way past over the last year's race, but I mean, I like Ross Crashtain. I mean, he's a great driver. I like him as a person too, but he's just way too aggressive at times. And with the way he's been this season, not making any friends, I don't know if he can make it far in the playoffs this year with how many people he pissed off, especially Denny Hamlin. Twice. Yep. It happened at Gateway and it happened again. And I'm sure Hamlin was over the Gateway incident, but Ross just pissed him off again. So yeah, I'm Denny Hamlin's going to do something once the playoffs start. But yeah, Ross, I love the guy. I mean, he's a great driver, but he really has to chill.
Yes, seriously. He's turning into another Joey Logano.
Hey,
I mean,
watch your mouth, guy.
I mean, can I be honest with you?
No Joey slander.
This is sad. Joey Logano quit driving aggressive sooner than Ross did, and that's kind of saying something.
Oh, that's good.
I guess I'm next. Ross is exactly what NASCAR needs for the sport. He's going to bring eyes to watch it. There's going to be fans that are going to be drawn to him because of his aggressiveness. He wants to win. That's the biggest thing about Ross. That being said, I love Ross personally. I love Ross Chastain, and me and Cody have talked about Ross Chastain for years. For years, we talked about Ross and how good he's going to be, and before anybody was even really on Ross. So to see him be so successful in the Cup Series is not a surprise to me. But I do agree with Dalton. Dalton is completely right. A couple of weeks ago, or maybe even last episode, I said Ross Chastain will probably be in the Final Four. Now, no, there is no way in hell. Denny is. I mean, it's not too crazy to say that Denny might pay him back twice. Like, he could wreck him at the beginning of a round and then wait to the last race and give him some hope and wreck him again.
I immediately want to follow you just because I can like piggyback and ride your coattails.
Yeah.
I think if Denny does not make the championship 4 and Ross does, lap 1, Denny pulls a Kenseth.
Yeah.
Like literally just like lap 1, dude. I don't think that's too far out of the question.
I can see it.
I think that Ross is a true talent to the sport. Like you said, Ross is exactly what NASCAR needed. And in the broadcast, they said it. If I rewatched the highlights earlier today, Junior's like, I want him to change, but at the same time, I don't want him to. And I think that's probably how everybody feels. How long has it been since we've had a guy like Ross come in and be a menace, but also be good?
Not since,
I guess Joey
or Brad, like one of those two would have been the last, like just. Well, here's the thing with Joey though. How many years was Joey with Gibbs?
4.
Man, yeah, but
4.
see, I know what you're getting ready to say. Joey was not that guy the entire time at Gibbs. He was only like that until he went to the 22 car.
Right.
And that was the thing about Joey. Like, if you go back and watch, all the announcers are like, Joey's going to have to stand up for himself, man. He can't let these people keep bullying him. And as soon as he started standing up for himself,
everybody's like, he's the bad guy.
Yeah, you can't do that. It makes no sense.
That's exactly what Ross is doing right now.
Well, and the question is, and I'm going to let the rest of these guys answer. My question is, I was a Ross fan before everyone was talking about him. Okay, hipster Coop. Coop didn't say that, bro. I did.
Bro, I've never been a Ross fan. I've literally been anti-Ross the whole time.
Brad was a menace. Like his first, like on up through him winning the championship, Brad was a menace. I think everybody can like agree with that.
Yeah, Brad was
willing to kill you to win. And I mean, like that's just fact of the matter.
All race for the win.
Yeah. And Ross, I appreciate the fact that he was not this guy until he was in a competitive vehicle. Like Ross has always made boneheaded decisions in the Cup when he ran, here and there. But I mean, think about when he was in the 1 car last year. Like he wasn't ridiculous at all when he was in the 42.
Well, one thing I was going to bring up, and I'll let these other guys say what they think about Ross. Cody, we were watching Denny and Ross battle it out, and Denny was aggressive, but like Denny never really touched Ross.
Dude, Ross was like going up 2 lawns, to block Denny. Yeah. Ross is just very hungry. And he owns it. That's my favorite part about him, is that he owns it when he's out of the car. He doesn't get out and he's like, well, they were roughing me up. I love like his scapegoat. He's like, I'm just a different guy when I get in the car.
I do have to say, I don't know if y'all saw this, but he literally had to have 2 security guards in his post-race interview yesterday.
I believe it. Yeah, because he probably had 10 other guys that were willing to swing on him.
I did see that.
Yeah, so I mean,
well, and obviously, yes, it is, Ron. It is. It's the Blaney Advanced Auto Parts app. Ross definitely turned Denny on purpose.
Oh, there's no question.
Yeah,
you can't even. There's no debate.
My question is, why was it because that Denny talked so much shit and Ross is like, fuck you? Or
dude, I think it's literally you're in my fucking way. Like that's it. That's literally it's the fact. He's just get out of my way.
Yeah.
After the first incident, when Danny talked about it, Marks was like, we'll be ready. Marks was like, hey, if he's in your way, turn his ass.
Go ahead, Barb.
There's 2 videos. There's 2 pictures that surfaced online after the Atlanta race that I really enjoyed. The first one was Ross Crashtain versus the world, where it was where it was Ross and Daniel Suarez versus on top was like every single driver he pissed off, and then there was one where it was Ross and Daniel on one side, and then like the entire NASCAR on the other side, like Ross versus them, because when John Cena and Randy Orton face the entire Raw roster, because that's what it is right now.
Well, that's
Which teammate rubs off on the other? Does Daniel rub off on Ross, or does Ross rub off on Daniel?
Ross is going to rub off on Daniel.
Dude, Daniel's going to come out there next season.
Just be a weapon. Because Mark Martin's words, he's just going to be a weapon. And that's the point I was going to bring up, Parv. The point of, like, years from now, when this is ancient history, people are going to go back to, if YouTube's still a thing, they're going to go back to YouTube, and they're going to watch these Ross Chastain videos of him just dumping people, and it's going to make them laugh. And then Ross is going to be like that Earnhardt, like energy.
I love Ross. Like, this is what I... Like, my opinion is on all this stuff is I love Ross. I mean, I didn't like him last season, and I will admit that I was not on the Ross train last season. I hopped on this train, so bandwagon, I guess. But whatever.
You guess.
So you weren't on the Ross Chast train?
Ooh.
A lot of funny nicknames for Chastain.
Does he need to calm down?
Yes.
No.
Hell
no.
No, the only time I will stand up and say that he will need to calm down is if he puts somebody into the catch fence at a super speedway.
Or just puts them in danger.
Yeah. I mean,
obviously.
Yeah, like if you do some like just mindless crash where you actually put somebody... don't get me wrong. Anytime they wreck in these cars, I understand that anything can happen, right? You could be severely hurt at Bristol. But, I mean, these cars are relatively safe. These guys know what limits they can push it to. As long as he's not just straight up putting anybody into any, like, genuine danger, like Noah did last weekend. I mean, have at it.
Yeah. I mean, I still believe he's going to make the Final Four. Even though with how much of a menace he may be, he's going to find a way to get there. That first race in the round of 8, he's going to win, snap it, so that way no one can mess with him those last 2 races because he'll be fine. He'll be straight in the playoffs to the Final Four, and maybe you might get the Kenseth 2.0 Denny Hamlin, but that won't be as well received though.
Denny's eating them at some point.
That's all there is.
That's gonna happen.
I mean,
Denny will pull what Chase did at Bristol this past year to Kevin Harvick, but like he's gonna turn him though. Well, he'll turn him.
Denny at Gateway was the funniest shit I've ever seen. Him just brake checking.
It was so much better in person, dude. Holy shit.
The whole field is just like taking off, over 100 miles per hour. And like at 40 miles per hour on the backstretch, Denny's just sitting back there brake checking.
Dude, me and Nick were sitting there fucking laughing while we were watching that. It was the funniest shit.
You couldn't help, man. Denny gained so many fans.
Was Denny laughing during that, or do you think he was like pissed while he was doing it?
He was mad. He was mad. He's like, I'm gonna make this guy's life a living hell. Dude, I've loved Denny. I absolutely love Denny's personality now.
I've gained so much respect for Denny in the past. Like ever since he became an owner, he's like a brand new man. I fucking love him.
Denny's the shit. That's just all there is to it.
Definitely.
Kodo, where are you at on Ross?
Excuse me. I'm honestly 50-50 with them because, like Jacob just said, he's bringing back that, that inner Dale and stuff. And honestly, it's what he's looking like because, this guy's racing for the win. And you know what? If you're not going to make too many friends racing for the win, then so be it. I'm sure that was the same shit with Earnhardt back in the days. I mean, I'm sure he didn't make much friends. I mean, Ian told me that everybody hated the Intimidator at the time because he was out there wrecking people and stuff. I mean, we all remember the famous Terry Labonte incident from Bristol. So, Ross is a good and aggressive driver. And you know what? If he doesn't want to make friends, fuck it. He doesn't like you either.
I mean, it comes down to this saying. Even Dale
What's up, Mark?
What's up, frogs? Even Dale Jr. got booed one time, Like, Ross don't need to care.
Exactly. And, Ross has got, the 2 wins at, Kona and Talladega. I'm surprised Ross didn't pull any cheap shots at Talladega because if we're talking about big wrecks, Talladega is the place to see that.
Real quick, just to hop around from the enemies thing. During the driver intros, Ross wasn't, like, overly booed.
No.
Like the fans love it. You see a lot of very opinionated people.
Racing.
Yeah, and I think a lot of your older NASCAR fans are just like drooling for that to be back, right? Because I mean, we have gone through like a period where everybody's friends in the garage. Every now and then we have one rivalry that's really nothing, and NASCAR like hypes it up into something bigger than it is. I mean, Chase and Kevin, right? Like, like Monday through Saturday, neither one of them even thought about the other. And then on Sunday, but NASCAR, they're like, what's gonna happen next between the two? Cooper, where are you at on Ross?
I'm hypocritical, kind of. So I'm all Noah Gragson. Last week I said, I was like, yeah, he did no wrong. Fuck it. Whatever. Cool. He's mad. He's angry. But I don't like Ross. I've not liked Ross ever since I started watching. I'm just not on the guy. And the more that I keep seeing the shit happen, I appreciate Denny more and more. So I'm on the Denny train.
Do you think Ross is a bully?
I think Ross, I think he's a piece of shit, man. I honestly don't like Ross, but it's hard to hate him too, because like they do the interview with him and he's like, yeah, man, my jockey number 1 car was so fast out there. My team's so great. I appreciate my fans. Everyone out here rocks. I love you guys.
That interview yesterday.
Yeah. And then I watch him on the track and I'm like, fuck you guys. Get off. Ooh, get off. Like,
exactly what it is.
Fuck, man. I just
What
like,
is car?
it's hard to hate you, but like, I don't like you.
What is car pass?
And then I see Denny and I'm like, I fucking love you.
Yeah, I'm
with
sure
the car,
it did.
because like his car was so beat up when he finished second place. I was just like wondering if he got first place, would it pass post race inspection or not?
I mean, Chase did in 2019 at Charlotte,
and Eric Jones for the
Eric
Busch
Jones.
2020.
Oh, dude, yeah, whatever that was that he wheeled back to victory lane.
Fucking monstrosity.
If Eric Jones could win the was that the Clash?
Yeah, that was the
Clash.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Eric Jones was certified, if he was certified winner of the Clash, then anybody, whatever they wheel across, if it's damaged, they're fine. Ryan's with you, Coop.
See, I don't know. I'm not gonna be on the train.
Mark said, I'm pushing 60. I didn't give a shit what Ross did or didn't do.
Well, something that I want to point out, and
Mark's a big Denny guy, if you can't tell. Go find a pit crew or two and quit crying.
Has everybody in this podcast has been to a race this year, right?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Nope.
Except for Barf.
Oh yeah. Well,
Darn.
anyways, have you guys noticed how much like Trackhouse merch people are wearing? Like, there's a gigantic,
because it's the best. It is the best merch that's out there. Because
I wore
people
Daniel Suarez shirt to the truck race at Nashville.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
Patch, you got to show that shirt off, dude. It's like something I've never seen.
Let me go grab it. Let me go grab it. It's in my closet. I'll be right back.
Please.
All
Dude,
right,
this
for
is like
sure.
I asked for a Daniel Suarez hat for my birthday, like a flex hat.
because it's cool stuff.
What is wrong with you guys?
It's cool. Like Trackhouse, dude. Justin Marks, what he is building, it is perfect. It is beautiful.
It is the best
Everything
NASCAR
has to
team
be.
right now.
All right, here we go.
Absolutely.
Here we
All right, I'm bringing him back. Hey, buddy.
I was gonna say, there we are. All right. Voila.
go. See, look at that. Isn't that
It's
cool?
a-
It looks like a
it's
soccer jersey.
Sleeves? Yeah,
It looks like a soccer jersey.
it does. What does the back look like?
That's where Mike then started calling me Pat Loco, because this is what I wore to the truck race.
Yeah, that's sick. Like, nobody else is putting out that. NASCAR designs 90% of the
I love
time
it.
right
It's a
now.
beautiful soccer jersey.
The official NASCAR designs that are in the merch haulers are corny.
Well,
Right.
oh, dude, went to the Penske. I was going to pick up some Blaney stuff this weekend. Listen, Blaney is one of the most
Penske's been ass all year.
Oh, bro.
Everything in Penske's been dick.
I mean, let's just be honest. Logano, Blaney, you got the Wood Brothers. The Wood Brothers puts out some good stuff. They still
got some
put
good
out.
It's
hats,
always
man.
old.
That one time
Yeah,
in
it's
Bristol.
always old.
Yeah, it's like the old school kind of like trucker styled hat. They got some good looking hats, but
Logano, Blaney, even Cindric, they're marketable guys. I mean, you got Cindric's an Xfinity Series champion. Blaney's a future champion. Logano is
Daytona 500 champion too.
and Logano's a cup
Well,
champion.
Cindric's kind of like an emo, like anime kind of kid. So like he could have really cool merch.
Yeah. And they put out such lame stuff. Like, it's all so lame.
Like with
And-
Blaney, let's get like a Bronco on a shirt with like a
let's get a
lasso
metal
around it or
skull.
something.
Like a metal
Yeah.
skull that's got like advanced auto parts or like a fucking like a mic or something. Like something cool, something
Yeah.
unique.
something interesting. I mean, Joe Gibbs actually knocks merch out of the park. I'll give Joe Gibbs credit. They knock merch out of the park.
2311 does not.
2311
unless it's like
doesn't.
now the McDonald's stuff is pretty sick. But
Yeah.
for the most part, like 2311's merch is equally as bad. SHR does have good merch.
SHR does.
Why are they not
2311
selling?
needs to step up on their merch. I've
Yeah.
been wanting a Bubba Dr. Pepper picture so badly.
Why are they not selling Kurt Busch's Monster Energy hat, like the 23XI hat that
Oh,
he
don't
wears?
forget about his car that he raced at Kansas too.
Oh, the Jordan, the Jordan car, yeah.
Yeah, I want a picture like that.
Actually, no. The shirt Ian got, the Kansas Win shirt, that's actually a sick shirt. I don't know if you ever seen it, but they made like a Kurt Busch. Yeah, he wore it here, or he bought it in Nashville. Like it was like an Air Jordan Kurt Busch. It had like
He did say that he bought it. I just haven't seen it. Probably because we were too, having too much of a good time in Nashville.
Right.
But yeah,
I need to see it though next time I see him.
Ross Chastain, villain or hero?
Ooh,
anti-hero.
What the fuck is an emo?
That is a good question.
Cody, take it. We were the kings.
Yeah.
We were the middle school kings, baby.
Yeah, emo is when you are very emotional and you listen to metal music. I think that's the best way to summarize emo.
Hey, shout out Jacob for going to that fucking Xfinity race and wearing a Cane Hill t-shirt. That was badass, bro. You should have posted about it and like tagged them.
Yeah,
I was going to, but I don't know. I was just like, God, that's fucking cool. You don't see that shit often. Like you weren't in NASCAR stuff. You were just like repping a dope ass band.
It was honestly just kind of nice to go leisurely. I didn't have any NASCAR shirts with me.
Yeah.
Reason I didn't wear anything, but I bought a Blaney shirt like the next day to wear to the cup race.
It's a good way to not get heckled.
Oh, I got that.
Yeah,
that sex icon. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that picture. Hell yeah, I saw that. I was like, fuck yeah, look at Jacob, baby.
So the race goes on. Some stuff happens. We could skip in stage 2, more of stage 1, really. Pretty exciting. Chase Elliott won again. And then stage 3 gets wild. And we also have somebody who emerges from the darkness. A dark horse. Corey LaJoie looked really, really, really great out there.
Mad respect to his performance yesterday.
Yeah, incredible.
Corey definitely looked good. I think we were all rooting for Corey. There's nobody that wasn't rooting for Corey.
I was secretly rooting for Corey as well.
Yeah, if Corey won, like, I think it would have been a cooler event had Corey won. Don't get me wrong. Chase winning, like, first time I finally got to see a driver of mine win in person. It was incredible.
That was the first time you saw Chase win as well in person?
That's the first time I saw any driver throughout my NASCAR history that I
That was
like
the first
win
time
at the Cup.
both you and I got to see him win in person because at Nashville I saw him take the dub, and look at you.
Yeah, it was exciting. It was fun to see. What's up, Mom? Thanks for hopping in.
Wish you were there with me in Nashville, Cody, because
that would have been fun. But where was I? Corey LaJoie. Dude, just incredible run by him. I mean, shout out to Spire. I don't know how many of y'all know, but they actually work out of the Alan Kowicki building.
Yeah.
That's where their team shop is. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's just super cool. Like, it's a grounded to North Carolina team.
Who was it that used to run the 7? That was
Alan Kowicki.
No, back in COVID.
Robbie Gordon.
Who was in the 20?
Oh,
yeah, Robbie. No.
In the 7 back then.
Oh, Tommy Baldwin.
Because it was an ugly font. It was an ugly ass font.
Alex
it was
Bowman.
not the Kowicki font.
Tommy Baldwin Racing was the team.
Alex Bowman.
Who was the driver?
Wasn't it Justin Haley? Part time.
No,
in the 7.
That was the. I think it was.
Alex Bowman. Remember when he?
I'll tell you.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have been Bowman in 20. Bowman was in the 88. One of the stat guys. Where are y'all at?
It was Balicki, Josh Balicki.
It wasn't Balicki either. It was someone else.
One of our stat guys, please. Who ran the 7 car in 2020?
Right.
Because Corey was in the 32.
Ryan Shrek, you have 5 minutes to respond. Or no, 5 seconds.
Yeah, or else you
Get to
lose the role of stat
Reed
guy.
Sorensen. Reed
2020.
Sorensen.
No, I don't
COVID.
remember. I don't remember the last time Reed ran.
Reed ran in 2020. He ran during COVID.
Reed raced yesterday.
Yeah, he was in the 77.
That was Reed?
Yeah.
Holy shit! Yeah.
What the hell?
Call me casual.
Yeah, Sorensen ran that 7 because it was an ugly ass.
I thought it was somebody else in that.
The 77?
Yeah.
That's Lennon Castle.
Yesterday?
I don't think Reed Sorensen's ran in years. I think you all are full of shit.
No,
I'm pretty sure it was
I
Lennon.
literally just watched it the other day. The Atlanta race, the Atlanta COVID race. Reed Sorensen ran the 7 car.
You're talking about this. You're not talking about yesterday.
Yeah, I'm seriously am.
I'm talking COVID.
Cooper's talking about 2020, but Dalton just said that. Yeah, that's what I thought. He's
Oh shit! Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah, he spots for shoot. Is it Jeb?
I got that fucked up with Tony Raines. You remember Tony Raines, that DLP car?
Yeah.
Yeah, he spots for Jeb. He spots the dog fuck out of him.
I don't know if it might be Jeb. It's somebody. I'm gonna quit talking because now it just sounds like I don't watch NASCAR. Anyway, somebody brought up a point that I wanted to talk about. Hey, if you think that Bubba Wallace doesn't tighten his lugs tight enough, well, now point your fingers at Chris Bell, because guess what?
We were right in front of it. We saw it all. we couldn't keep from watching it. That was the first thing we looked at.
Specifically, I want it to be known that they did change, not every position, but the tire changer was one of the positions that he swapped Chris Bell with. Bubba didn't have a loose wheel yesterday. You know who did? Chris Bell.
Hey, you know what's even more funny about that? Chris Bell gets to see what it's like without Adam Stevens for a couple weeks.
Yeah, it was. I just watched it the other day. That's why I was like, "Who the fuck is? Why?
I didn't hear
why is this car so ugly?"
I say that Christopher Bell gets to see what it's like without Adam Stevens for 4 weeks.
Oh yeah. Well, not yet. So NASCAR is being a little finicky about it, and they said that the tire was never loose on the track. It was just loose on pit road.
Denny Hamlin was loose on pit road at Dover.
I mean, we talked about this earlier in the
Larson
season.
at Sonoma. Or wait,
we
no,
talked
that was
about we talked about this earlier in the season.
Sonoma.
If it happens and NASCAR calls it, they cannot change their mind halfway through the season, because now, like, all of those other crew chiefs who have been suspended for 4 weeks, how is that fair? Right? What is fair for the goose is fair for the gander for the rest of the season, I think. As much as it sucks, we have to call them all right down the line. If we don't like this rule, then we change it going into next year. But you cannot have this rule change situationally. If the tire came off, they got to go.
And that tire came off. That tire was out of the pit box. It came off.
No question about it.
Dude, you really did.
Garrett Smithley, JJ, and Josh all drove the 7 in 2020. Thank you, sir. I knew that car, like, it got its way around town.
Hey, it finished 25th at Bristol. I do remember that in 2020.
Hey yo. So we come up. Corey LaJoie's leading, and then Ross just wrecks the dog fuck out of Denny Hamlin.
Beautiful scheme.
Dude, best
Coca-Cola, yeah.
Best one we've seen in a while.
Yes.
Yeah, we just don't get to see them enough for them to really showcase.
And they won't make fucking diecasts out of them too.
Oh, that pisses me off.
That Denny one will. Oh shit. Hey, what's up?
So Denny
Who was it that almost went airborne yesterday?
Joey.
That
was in the big crash. That was it. That one was rough.
Dylan hit it hard, man. Damn.
Yeah. And there were a lot of guys who were like probably going to win or had a chance to win that were in that crash.
Brad came to the
Brad
front.
was looking good yesterday.
multiple times and just kept getting wrecked. And like, it's funny to watch Daytona this year where Brad was just a wrecking ball and to watch Brad just be caught up in everybody else's mistakes. Total change.
I mean, it's like Brad set forth the karma that he's getting now.
Yeah.
I mean, in all fairness.
And the one time we actually needed him to be.
Yeah. We lost Reddick in that crash. McDowell had a really solid day. He was top 10 all day long, man. You ran top 5 for a little bit.
Who else? The 38 got wrecked too in that wreck too. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. And he had been running top 10. Harrison Burton looked good all day.
He finished top 10.
Yeah. Real quick though, just to shout it out, Bubba finished like 12th.
He did.
Totally shit day, man. Just like we were back there racing with Garrett Smithley and Cody Ware at one point.
Yeah, he was going to blow up.
Yeah. He said on his radio, if she goes, she's gonna go big. So rough day. Glad that he didn't have his issues on pit road. That was a blessing. Sorry, Chris Bell. But now maybe something will happen to those guys, right? Like, there's no way Joe Gibbs is like, they wanted to trade. They said this guy was bad, and he he just got our crew chief ejected for 4 weeks. Let's try him again next week.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way. You got to fire this guy, just straight up. Like, you know, not every job is for everybody. All growing up, we were always told we could be whatever we wanted to be. I do not believe that. I will never, ever, ever be like a military sniper. My eyesight just ain't there for it. It
wanted to be a
happen.
military sniper as a little kid?
No. As a little kid, I wanted to be a trash man. To be honest with you,
Why?
that was because they get paid more than most people even realize. That is a very high-paying job. But I don't know. It's crazy. I don't even know where I'm going with that now. I'm just, yeah.
Just real quick, what was everybody's picks for the Cup race? Main picks.
I had Bubba.
He came back. He did come back. He finished the race. That's what counts.
I had Blaney.
Okay.
I think I had McDowell as my underdog.
I can't remember.
I can't remember.
Probably Kyle Busch.
No, there was no fucking way I was picking him for Atlanta. I think I had.
Shit, I had Justin Haley.
I think I had Truex. I had
Justin Haley.
Did you?
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember Jared's underdog was Corey LaJoy. And he almost,
It was. Jared had a good pick.
That was his
Who did you
underdog.
pick, Coop? I can't remember who you picked.
He picked Haley. That's his pick.
No,
I don't think it was. Yeah. I don't remember who my underdog or main was.
Anyways, none of us won.
I know I had 2 underdogs in Xfinity because I said Ryan Truex would perform.
He did.
He did.
But I cannot remember my cup.
No, I picked Ryan Blaney. I'm sorry.
Well, regardless, guess what? Chase Elliott won. That is 2 of the last 3. 2 of the last 3. That is 3 straight top 2 finishes for Chase the Champ Elliott. He currently leads our points, our regular season points, by 47. The man is genuinely on a tear. You can love him, you can hate him, you can make memes, or you can be a part of the dream. It's up to you. Chase Elliott is here to show that he is ready to be a 2-time champion.
I mean, I'm going to go ahead and I hate saying it because I hate Chase Elliott. I don't really hate Chase Elliott. It's basically how I feel, except for basically the 2 that are sitting in between us right now. Their fan base is like the worst fan base in any fan base in history.
This is true. We do have the worst fan base, but Cody and I, we ain't on that side.
You're respectable, and I will say that he will be in the Final Four. He is in my Final Four alongside Ross Chastain. I don't know the other 2, but
well, can we talk about that finish about the block? because I'm curious what everybody thinks about it. Corey LaJoie makes a move. Chase Elliott got around Corey on the restart. Corey makes a move to the outside. Chase moves up, throws a block. Runs kind of a similar it was kind of similar to him and Matty D is what it reminded me of. It was kind of the same situation. It's the same situation, yeah. Cody, I promise I'm not going where you think I'm going. I'm going to let everybody else talk first, though. What do you guys think about that?
Well, first off, what he did at Daytona last year, there was 4 laps to go. So everyone had a right to be pissed off at that moment. This one, he was just racing for the win. There was clearly 1 lap to go. I mean, what was he supposed to do? It was an aggressive, final 2 laps. Everybody is trying to race for the win. Ross Crashtain was trying to race for the win. Everybody was racing for the win. I don't know why people are seriously pissed off about this. It wasn't even that bad of a block. He just said like a little merge. And I'm sure LaJoie was clearly loose before he went into the wall. Like what the fuck is wrong with some people? Yes, some people can hate him all you want, but that block wasn't even that bad.
I remember watching it happen, and because I was playing cards with my family while it was going on, and everyone around the table except for my mom, who's watching, was like anti-Chase winning this race. But my mom's like, Chase, because she likes Bill Elliott. So, we were just watching this race. I was like, come on, Corey, please.
Chase doesn't do that. He shouldn't drive a cup car. Yes.
And
racing for the win.
That's spot fucking on there. Yeah.
I mean, I will say that I agree with it, even though my texts in the LTC group chat do not reflect that at all, because I was pissed and I still hate it. But
and that's why we don't tweet.
Let the people talk. Let the people talk. The people I was with yesterday, they were running their mouths.
I didn't tweet it. I just posted in text. So, but I will say that after rewatching everything, he had to do that in order to win the race.
Exactly.
It sucks because I really wanted Corey to win. But even though Corey was not going to get into the playoffs with that win because of how low he is in the standings, it would have been nice to see just this feel good win, like we saw with Daniel Suarez earlier. Oh no, this might have been like an even more feel good win because of how low Spire is on the totem pole for teams. But yeah, I hate it, but Chase did the thing that people should do to win a race.
Exactly. Now, if he did that with maybe 5 laps to go, okay, I can see where we're going with this argument. But because there was 1, what choice did he have?
Dalton, I'm curious to hear what you think.
Oh boy. I mean, I get it.
You see what I'm doing? You see how I'm spicing it up?
Yeah, I was gonna go there.
We got the same mind.
I mean, I get it, but what gets me is just that Chase complained about it at California this year when his teammate did it to him, and then
you put him. Okay, yeah. Chase is literally side by fucking side with Kyle Larson when Kyle Larson puts him into the fucking wall. Chase never even touched Corey. It was all just him riding him up. Corey could have let off, in all fairness.
You don't have to Superspeedway, though. You cut the air, so technically you did.
Yeah.
No, we're not. No, we cannot compare the Larson and Chase California incident to this at all. Talk about
crazy when you go to an intermediate, when you go to a
broccoli.
Superspeedway. It's cool. Great win.
Huh?
Glad to see him with 3 wins.
Well, no, Larson literally side by side puts Chase into the wall. Corey LaJoie's never even to Chase's quarter panel when Corey's in the wall.
Air.
It don't matter. Corey could have let off. That shit was not dirty. And I saw people
comparing
let
off. Shit, I'm going into 1. I'm gonna let off. Yep. No one let off all day.
Okay, well then you don't finish the race. Martin Truex let off and he didn't end up in the wall. When Chase blocked the fuck out of him.
Off all day. They showed Martin's throttle. Martin was letting off a bunch.
Bro,
he was trying to save gas.
Listen. Jesse's got it right there. Exactly. Yeah, what would Kyle Busch do? He'd block the fuck out of. Well, Kyle wouldn't know what to do in that position at a super speedway anyway. But Chase Elliott does. Chase does not touch Corey at all. And I saw people calling this and comparing it to fucking Joey Logano blocks. That shit was nowhere near. And anybody with eyes can admit that was nowhere near a Joseph Logano block.
You know what? Fuck you. I'm going to interrupt you. Kyle Busch has never had to do this ever in his entire life, whether he sucks or not. So I just had to put that out there.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Cody. I mean, Joe Logano blocks, and he blocks hard. And you know.
There's just no comparing this to the California incident. You can't say, well, you can't be mad at this one and not that one. Totally different. They were in the front stretch. Their teammates, not even racing at the end. Like, this was not the final lap. And he was beside him. Kyle's right side of his car was in Chase's left side.
Every block is different. Like so you can't say that every block is the same. I mean, they might have some similarities, but every block will be different.
All right, I want to give my opinion now. I'm kind of indifferent towards this because I wanted to see LaJoy win, but it would have been a cool win. But I'll call it like it is. Chase Elliott fenced LaJoy because LaJoy got on his outside, and that was bad going into 3 and 4. LaJoy would have won the race. So Chase Elliott made a move, blocked LaJoy, fenced him, made the move he had to make to win the race.
LaJoy was also giving Chase some fits as well in the race when he was leading. He did not make it easy on him. During the race when LaJoy was leading, Chase was behind him. He was not going easy on Chase at all.
No. LaJoy rode the middle. He rode the middle.
Yeah, well, Chase was trying to pass him for the longest time, but LaJoy was not letting go.
But Chase definitely wrecked LaJoy. Chase wrecked LaJoy to win the race, but LaJoy did not get mad. And I don't understand
that's where the bullshit excuses should have stopped. When I saw that, I'm like, all right, y'all, it's over.
But LaJoy didn't get mad because let's point out the obvious here. Spire has some kind of deal with Hendrick, right? Let's look at who's ran the 7 truck this year. Byron, Bowman. There's been some Hendrick guys in their truck. There's been Justin Allgaier, Junior Motorsports. He's raced the 77 a couple of times. So I don't think Corey was mad anyways. But Corey doesn't need to be mad because guess what? You get a little bit of money from Rick Hendrick. So that was just the case. But Chase Elliott made a move, won the race. That's what I saw.
I feel like another reason why he didn't get mad is because he has no chance in the playoffs right now.
I disagree.
I
think Corey wins. I think Corey wins at Atlanta. They start putting a whole lot more money into his car. That 77 probably doesn't run a whole lot. And if it does, it's definitely even more of a back marker than it already is. I don't think that it's insane to think that Corey doesn't jump over Brad Keselowski in points with a win momentum. And then going into the playoffs, Michael McDowell had bad luck going into the first round last year. Mm-hmm. But when he was in the races, he was running pretty far up front through the first, 25, 50% of the race. I don't think that I'm not mad about the incident. It just annoys me, the things that people compare the incident to. I just don't think that the California comparison is even remotely valid at all. I can't reiterate that enough. Dalton, you're fucking wrong. Cooper, did you talk about it at all? Did you get to go?
Happy birthday, Cody. I'm excited for a flat track. Let's go to next week. Shout out Chase.
Chase won.
He did.
Cody's birthday.
Amen.
He saw a driver win in person. So
it's been a long time coming.
Yeah,
that makes 30th. It 3 that makes it 3 weeks in a row. I'll walk away a winner.
Yeah, and also too, the top 10 is weird as shit. I don't know if you guys read who was in the top 10, but I'll start it right now. Harrison Burton finished 10th. We talked about that earlier. Cole Custer finished 9th. If you would have told me Cole Custer would have finished this race in the top 10.
Out of nowhere, dude. After that second restart, I was like, where did Cole? Why is Cole sitting in 10 right now?
That's his first top 10 since Dover of last year, right?
Yep.
You know, he's not had a top 5 since he
9,
won.
and 10. If you would tell me 7, 8, 9, and 10 would be those standings after yesterday from that race, you'd be crazy.
I knew
Bergen,
7th was going to be.
Well,
I
yeah,
knew Justin was going to be.
Daniel Suarez, 6th place. I mean, that's
Justin was your pick for the race.
Yes. Eric 8th, Justin 7th, Daniel 6th, Blaney 5th. Pretty good day for him. Eric Jones 4th.
Cindric in 2nd.
3rd.
I'm sorry.
Chastain 2nd. And then 1st Elliott.
My bad.
Trackhouse keeps on putting top 10 finishes every week, baby. Trackhouse is the best team in NASCAR.
And you know what? We can move on to that. Congratulations, Chase Elliott. I'm happy for you. Thank you for giving me a birthday gift. Now Chase is the second Georgia-born driver to win in the Cup Series at Atlanta. Cough, cough. His father is the other one. So Trackhouse.
He was not the race yesterday. What the hell?
Do what?
His dad was not there today. What the hell?
SRX. Parv, you're correct. Trackhouse is putting together a hell of a season. Ross Chastain, 10 top 5s, 13 top 10s. Daniel Suarez, 4 top 5s and 7 top 10s. Daniel has 2 stage wins, just like Ross. Playoff points wise, Daniel is 14th. He is ahead of Austin Cindric. So, I mean, he's starting to perform a little bit better playoff wise. I think he's starting to find like his rhythm and his pace as a driver. But I mean, go back to what I just said though. 4 top 10s and 4 top 5, 7 top 10s for Suarez. Trackhouse is coming, bro. I don't know. They're not coming. Trackhouse is here.
Yeah.
I was gonna say coming. They're already here. You could say they've been here since Coda, because you had Daniel Suarez with that. He almost won at Fontana. Chastain had a great run in Vegas, great run in Atlanta, and then got that win at Coda. And you're like, okay, Trackhouse is legit.
Austin Hill, yeah, but Cup Series.
So
Best in the world.
So how many more
Lawrence
races?
race F1.
How many more races we got till the end of the regular season now?
We got New Hampshire, Pocono, Indy, Michigan, another round at Richmond, which I keep forgetting about, the Glen, and then Daytona.
So we have 7 races and then 3 playoff spots remaining. Do we see 3 different winners in these last 7 tracks?
Yeah.
It's possible. It's possible.
No, but I think it certainly is possible. But I think it's like 75% no.
So who doesn't have a win gets a win?
Martin Truex, Kevin Harvick, Eric Amarola, Michael McDowell, Justin Haley, Chris Bell, Blaney.
I feel like Blaney has. I mean, if Blaney doesn't have a win and there's 15 spots, he has that spot locked in right now. Guaranteed.
Right,
it's his spot.
Yeah. Blaney can make it in on points if there's no more repeat or different winners.
Yeah. LaJoy has as much skill as Matty D, maybe a little more. Chase won due to LaJoy driving hungry. That's fair. We have to remember this track is still new with the repave a new car. And Jesse worries that this is going to give some teams a false sense of hope. And honestly, Jesse, I greatly disagree with everything you said, except for the hungry part. I think the new car, it gives every smaller team a fair sense of hope, as far as we've seen a lot more guys running
standing. Just a heads up.
Yep. I think a lot of people we've seen a lot of guys in the top 15 specifically that are very rarely in the top 15. And I think that is a product of this new car. Because nobody has it figured out yet. Now, maybe next year we might see that big gap between the difference in engineers. But I mean, as far as it goes this season, if I were to judge it, I think that this car has been a very great thing for the smaller teams.
And the thing is here in a few years with this Gen 7, I'm really curious what's going to happen, because the Camaro is about to be done here in a couple of years. The Camaro's going away. So what's Chevrolet going to replace the Camaro with? The Mustang's getting a redesign in 2024. Toyota is going to be Toyota probably. I don't really know what they'll do, and then maybe a new manufacturer. So it could be way up in the air by the time in a couple of years. Good talk.
Yeah, I was waiting on somebody to fill in there. I do want to play a little game here before Kodo runs away. Ryan said it earlier. He wanted us to do it, so we're gonna do it. As of today, if next week was Phoenix, who is in the championship for?
Oh, of course he would go there.
This can change. You're not held to it, but as of today, chat. If y'all want to play along with this, I'll pull up your answers too.
I'll go first then. All right. Obviously, Chase Elliott.
Let's go.
Ross Chastain. I think if Blaney can keep it going, I think Blaney's got a shot. And my last one, Hamlin, Elliott, Chastain, Blaney, and Hamlin.
I will say Elliott, Blaney. The next two are going to be kind of crazy, but hold your horses here. Joey Logano and William Byron. I think it's going to be Blaney. I think it's going to be Penske versus Hendrick.
I don't hate that. I'm not too far off. I think that playoff points are something that you've really got to factor in. If Blaney doesn't get a win, I think Blaney is an 8. He's out in the round of 8. Nothing against him, but playoff points are hard to make up. I mean, look at Harvick last year. Harvick ran so well, and he probably would have made the championship for just based on his finishes alone. He just didn't have the playoff points for it.
Mm-hmm.
Ends up finishing 5th place in points overall, right? I think that what we're going to see is Ross, Chase, Byron. And yep, Willie. I think Willie is gonna find his groove. Kyle Busch.
It's not a bad one.
No way.
Well, Dalton, you don't like your driver in the championship?
I don't see
I've
it
got
happening.
you. I'm going crazy. Kyle Busch, Ryan Blaney,
No way.
Martin Truex Jr.
Fuck no.
And Kevin Harvick. Watch it. Turning a new leaf. Watch it.
I love your enthusiasm and optimism.
Two outsiders right now that are sniffing. They're due some wins. Watch them. They're going to turn the fuck up coming.
Ooh, I like this one from Junior. An all Chevy battle between Chase, Larson, Ross, and Willie B. That'd be something.
That
Larson's
boring.
Larson is mid. He's not making it.
Nope. Don't have to worry about that buffoon anymore.
I'm sorry. Literally, Larson is mid. He's not making it past the round of 8. He might not even make it past the round of 12.
Oh my God!
Wow.
He making it outside the round of 16. Come on, Parv.
What?
It's a bold one.
So, he ain't making it out of 16.
That's a big deal.
So my 4, I'm going to go with Chase Elliott, Ross Chastain,
Timmy Hill.
And Eric.
Ryan Newman. Ryan Newman's going to make it. No, so Ross Chastain.
He's going to drive his SRX car on the field and just take out somebody. Ryan Newman's going to go, yeah, screw you, Oscar Mayer, for leaving me.
Yeah. So, yeah, it'll be Chase Elliott, Ross Chastain.
Oh, shit.
Joey Logano.
God fucking damn it.
And Denny Hamlin.
Denny ain't making it, Chief.
Dalton's begging me to go to Phoenix.
Denny's making it, baby. Denny's going to be close. Denny's going to be damn close.
I don't believe it. Bro. Denny will take himself out just to take Ross out.
I think I think this is Denny's year. Like if Denny's gonna win a championship, I think it's this year. I don't have him in my championship 4, but if Denny makes it, I think this is Denny's year.
I kind of don't want Denny to win a championship.
Let's go,
BJ.
We all want Cody Ware in the Final Four.
We all want Cody Ware. Roush is not. Roush is back. Oh my God, baby.
Shit, watch it. Brad might be sneaky as fuck.
Brad could be
Brad
sneaky,
might come in here
bro.
and win the next 7 races. Brad's like, fuck all y'all.
Well, he's racing. Well, he's racing at a track he recently won at New Hampshire.
Yep. And that's a good point. This is a flat track, and guess what manufacturer is the best of flat tracks this year? And it is Ford.
Goddamn straight.
Well,
Goddamn
speaking
straight.
of next week,
Wait. You forgot about Dalton. Dalton hasn't said his 4.
Oh, yeah, Dalton.
Daltina.
Yeah, fuck my picks, I guess.
Daltina. I like that.
All right, I guess for my Final 4, Ross Chastain, Chase Elliott. I want to say probably Kyle Larson again, and Denny Hamlin.
Did you all have Ross Chastain in your picks?
Nope.
Okay.
I said Ross.
Me and Coop was the only ones that did not have Ross. But
did
Coop had
everybody
Denny.
have Chase?
I had Chase. Yeah. Did everybody have Blaney?
Yeah.
Cody's the only one that didn't have Blaney.
I said Kyle Busch, Blaney, Martin, Kevin.
I didn't have Blaney
Yeah,
either.
the gold ones.
It seems like we're all on the same road. It's just that some of us think that Ross is going to get taken out, which I believe wholeheartedly.
I think if Ross gets taken out, I think he gets taken out at Phoenix.
You think it'll be at Phoenix?
Yeah, dude, you can't teach anybody a better lesson than
Oh yeah, fight for
wrecking them.
like, oh yeah, here, let me teach you a lesson.
No, Denny won't do it the first few laps. He'll do it when he's in the lead, about to win the championship, like 10 laps to go.
Denny pulls that shit that I used to do in my NASCAR game back in the day. Fucking goes backwards and just runs into him. Like he fucking just stops that shit, makes a fucking UE and goes.
If you're talking about Denny wrecking Chastain in the championship, no better time would be, and to also really piss off this fan base, is that if Chase is leading with 10 to go, he's got a comfortable lead. Hamlin's like, all right, let's wreck Chastain. Caution comes out. The Elliott fans will lose their shit on Hamlin again.
It could happen.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're setting up for a fun playoff.
Oh yeah.
But to get to the playoffs first, we got to go through New Hampshire. Woo!
Yes.
It's flat fuck weekend.
Let's go, New Hampshire, baby.
New Hampshire's not bad.
It's one of the best tracks.
Kyle Busch survived this one, Dalton.
No, I said it's flat fuck weekend. It's a flat track. It's flat fuck weekend.
It is.
You know that you know that Gator Twitter profile that says it's flat fuck Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is flat fuck weekend.
I can't wait to sleep Sunday. I don't care about New Hampshire, dude.
You're out of your mind, bro. The trophy's a lobster.
It is.
This car might make it. This car might make it
Joey
exciting.
get it.
Listen, anytime. Yeah, exactly. Anytime. We're coming back to a race that Eric Almirola won because the sun went down too soon. I don't care about the track. I just don't care. Yeah, I mean, nothing against Eric. Like, he's a fine guy, but
Hang on a second. Par Parkers has to come here for a second.
Par Parkers.
Here we go.
All right, what's your question? Sorry.
Does New Hampshire have lights?
Indeed, New Hampshire does not have lights. There is, if it comes to a rain delay and they are able to run, they will shorten the race. 10 to go after a certain amount. So let's just, guys, just better hope that there's no rain delay for New Hampshire.
Oh, the big one you got out for no rain.
So we have the Xfinity and the Cup. So I'll lead us off the lineup here tonight. First, after Joe, we'll do that in a second. We're getting to that part of the show. to lead us off, first up to the plate is your host with the most. I think that a flat track favors one guy specifically. I think Josh Berry, the Tennessee boy, is going to win at New Hampshire.
That's a good pick. Well, I too think it's going to be a junior motorsports guy, but I don't think it's going to be Josh. I do think that it's the guy that you all hate the most. Sam's getting his first win.
I just spit.
Y'all out of your minds, bro. Watch.
Oh, damn.
Justin Allgaier going to get a win.
All Alligators got it.
I got you. The 48 of Ty Dillon's going to win this race at New Hampshire.
Well, you guys talk about, Ford dominated track for Cup. It's been I hope I'm looking at the right one. It's been a Toyota dominating track for Xfinity.
Damn it.
At New Hampshire. And, well, if I had to pick one, it'd be
Trevor Bayne. Trevor Bayne. Let's go, Trevor Bayne.
Nick would love that pick if I decided to pick Mr. Trevor Bayne. But you know what? Instead of a Toyota, let's go with a different manufacturer for this one, shall we? Justin Allgaier gets another win.
Everybody's picked JRM so far.
Well, Allgaier also finished second there last season.
Fuck it, Trevor Bayne, go Vols.
you all were going nuts that Xfinity race at Nashville.
For no reason. Trevor Bayne and Sam Mayer are the same guy.
If Justin Allgaier didn't exist, Trevor Bayne would have won at Nashville.
I lost my shit when
man. If the guy who beat me didn't exist, I definitely would have won.
Damn, Cody.
That sounds like Tennessee fans, man. If Alabama didn't exist, we'd win the SEC East.
If any of the other teams in the SEC East didn't exist, we'd win the East.
They ruin our damn. We go in there and we hit 5-0, and then we get fucked up.
Ryan agrees.
Get you a tater.
No.
Yeah.
He's just saying Sam Mayer to piss us Sam Mayer haters off.
NASCAR for babies.
I hope no one wins at Xfinity because it sucks.
Damn, that's crazy. I think that 7 car is being run by Brad Keselowski.
Is it actually?
No, I was just.
No, I didn't think so. Yeah, I was like,
oh my god,
that'd be cool as shit. Honestly, he comes up there and runs that 7 car.
Just hops in a Chevy. Did everybody go?
Yes.
The 07.
Yeah.
The Ford.
Cup Series. Dude, I literally cannot express enough how much I do not like this track. New Hampshire is like right above Texas for me. Like just right above it. Not even much. I hate Dover and New Hampshire. New England racing just sucks. Except for New York. Watkins Glen. But anyway, back on focus. Underdog for New Hampshire is going to be Michael McDowell once again.
Oh.
I feel like Michael McDowell is setting on a win. As far as the winner goes, I mean, I feel like Chase Elliott goes back to back. I think Chase is on a tear. I genuinely think Chase is on a tear right now.
Cody, as much as I would love to, agree with you. You don't want to get your hopes up and stuff, but like we talked about Ford dominating on these flat tracks, and we were talking about this guy, looking really good yesterday in Atlanta. Well, I think he gets it done this Sunday at New Hampshire, and this will be, drumroll please, Brad Keselowski.
Shout out Brad.
Yep. Both the dark horse pick. I mean, nobody expected Eric Almirola to win last year. Yes, there was the sunset and shit, or whatever the fuck it was. But why not gamble on Keselowski?
Just underdogs right now, right?
I gave both of them on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll definitely go ahead and give underdog and main pick. Underdog's Eric Almirola. He's going to have a hell of a run. Last year, he's got some success at this track. He's going to He's going to be up there, top 10. Winner of this race.
Stuart Haas has also won the last 3 out of 4 races there.
Stuart Haas is not. I don't think Stuart Haas is going to win this race. I think that this is this guy's chance to win a race before the playoffs, and it's Blaney. I think Blaney's got he finished 4th at Gateway. I think he's got a good shot at winning here. If he don't win here, it's bad.
Yes.
I'm going to say underdog. I'm going to give the 21. Harrison Burton's going to go out there and perform. I'm going to give him a top 8. Top 8. Maine, I'm going to go with the 41 of Cole Custer. Cole Custer's going to go out there and win.
I like that.
Boop.
Don, you go ahead.
Dalton and Barber having a standoff.
Look at little Elliot. Look at little Elliot just staring off into space.
Look at Is he frozen? Oh no, I thought he was frozen. Elliot moved and it proved he wasn't.
Kind of terrifying that Dalton could sit that still.
I know, yeah. He's not even smirking. Oh, there
I want to
go.
know how many pairs of Yeats you have, because you have like Yeats that go exactly with all the outfits you have.
Yeats, bro. We don't do Yeats. We got
we have Colties here.
We'll see my fucking Colties then.
Yeah, same.
You got any more for Dalton?
All right, Dalton, you go ahead, go.
I just want Kyle Busch to make it past lap fucking 20.
That's it.
He had a rough time this weekend, bud.
He's had a rough
When
summer.
does he not have a rough time?
Good point.
He's had a rough summer. Okay, all
He's had a
serious.
rough year. What are you talking about? God fucking damn it. I'm sorry, Dalton. I had to bring that up.
It's gotten so bad. I just ran out of I have no more rage in me. It's just
and pain.
That's how
It's
bad
just
it is.
empty pain.
Just sit there like,
That's the best kind of pain.
Why?
Why? Okay, all seriousness, underdog for this weekend is Austin Cindric. My main pick, I want to say he did get fucked out of this race last year with NASCAR shortening the race. I know he's got a shitty-ass pit crew, but it's going to be Christopher Bell.
Okay.
Don't hate it.
I can't wait for his tire to finish before he
I mean, he won the Xfinity race last year in Dover, so
That shit's just rolling. That shit's just rolling coming up the front stretch.
It'll happen.
All right. So my underdog is only Christopher Bell. He's my underdog. He's not my main pick.
One's Ryan Christopher Bell.
But for my main pick, this man is sitting currently 17th in points right now. He's been racking up multiple top 10s, some top 5s this season. It's finally time to see that beautiful, most prestigious car in motorsports, that 43 car, going to victory lane this Sunday. Eric Jones is going to win at New Hampshire.
I don't think Eric Jones is sitting 17th in points. I thought Kevin Harvick is.
No, he is.
No, Jones in 17th.
Jones is 17th right now.
All right,
I'm
well, I'll go
looking
fuck
at
myself.
I'm looking at regular season standings.
Yeah.
Not
Oh, okay. Never mind. Fuck that. I don't
so
care.
Eric Jones, baby, going to get that dub.
That would be quite the shakeup in the playoffs, honestly.
Yeah, that would knock Bell out.
Well, I think that closes out our Cup Series portion of the show. Kodo, thanks for joining us, buddy. It's been fun. I've
Appreciate
appreciated having a
guys.
fellow. You're the first Chase Elliott fan we've ever had on the show.
Seriously?
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, we try to avoid them at all costs. Rough crowd.
Well, you're one too, but obviously you're the host. You got the good one on. You got the good boy on.
Yeah. I like to think that I give Chase Elliott fans a good look. But thanks for coming on. Throw your plugs out. Where can people find you? What do you do? Who are you?
Oh, I'm a lot of things. Well, I have my own podcast, Dakota's Mojo. You can find me on Instagram at Dakota's Mojo, Twitter at Dakota's Mojo. I also have my own personal Twitter page at PCoto Sports. I am also a sports reporter for my hometown TV station, NCTV 17. You can, find my stuff on, email me at pcoto at nctv17.com and my website, patrickcoto.com. I'm everywhere.
The White Sox suck.
Yes, they do. God,
Yeah, they do.
What took you so long to bring that up?
I've been sitting on it.
I appreciate you coming on and joining us. I guess this is the part of the show where we just divulge into our just absolute mayhem and madness. So thank you, sir. It was fun. Hopefully with Chase's next win, we'll get you back on.
Yes, sir. Hey, it's official now. Every Chase win, I'm on.
All right, buddy. Have a good evening. Take it easy, and we will see you next time, Mr. Kodo.
Take care, guys. Thanks for having me again.
Bye, buddy.
See you, Pat.
Boys, it's time where we just listen to our chat for a little while as we wrap up the show. This is the part of the show where it gets scary. So I'm going to make a tweet. This is late night LTC.
Before we start, I am fucking hungry, so I'll be right back.
Bad stuff to us.
This is what I was talking about earlier.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
Do you remember that, Cooper?
Yeah.
Or John Cena, Randy Orton versus the entire Raw roster. Freaking like Gene Snitsky was there.
Did he punt a baby?
Junior said if Chase doesn't win, he's going to be on the show. Junior, I think you've been in the comments long enough. Raise your hand if you want Junior to come on next Monday.
I'll have Junior on, yeah.
Oh, damn, Junior. Dalton's going to be, so it's up to Dalton now. So Dalton holds your fate. It is what it is.
No, Junior is a mid Kyle Larson fan, so he doesn't deserve it.
Parv just hates Junior for no reason. Parv hates Dell Jr.
Yeah, Junior used to be in Parv Gang, and then he turned on you.
Yeah, I don't blame
Yeah,
him.
that's why I don't like him anymore. He turned on me for no reason.
Parv watches PETA videos for fun.
What? I watch.
Dude, I love some pita bread. Y'all ever had pita bread?
No, bro.
Shit, y'all miss it.
Is that PITA bread? Is that how it's spelled?
Yeah.
Spelled?
I don't know how it's spelled. Yeah,
Pita-
maybe. I
pita
don't know.
bread.
I don't look at the spelling of my bread when I buy it, I can't even spell wheat.
WEAK. You say weak?
Dude, it's so
Wheat.
funny how
Wheat.
we quit talking about NASCAR and viewership immediately goes up.
I know,
like
man.
it just skyrockets up.
Maybe we're in the wrong racket.
We are. Yeah, we need to just become like a
We just come in here wearing NASCAR shit, and we're just like, "Hey, boys, what's up?"
What do you
Y'all see that shit on Twitter
Are
earlier?
you eating dry ass frosted flakes right now? You got the whole
What if he
ass
dumps
bag out,
milk?
bro.
No, he's about to pour milk into that.
Nah, motherfucker's got a damn spoon. Look at him. Eat that shit with your hands, dumbass. The fuck are you doing?
Wait, hold on.
Is that the family size? You ain't getting that shit back in the box. I'm sorry. You're
Yeah.
fucked.
Bet.
It is a family size. I fucking knew it.
Hey, shout out Kellogg's.
Shout out Kellogg's, one good time.
So,
Damn,
Actually, you know what?
Big Terry guy. Huh.
Cody, hold on.
Big Texas Terry guy.
Big Terry.
Dude, I need another beer before we dive into this. Whoa, Junior, I've got to delete your comment because you're gonna sway it. Oh, I can't do anything with it. Dalton can't see that comment, so I've got to ask him as soon as he comes back because that's gonna be a bias.
Yeah, Dalton. Just say no. Dalton. Say
No. Dalton,
Say no.
question for you. Dalton, question for you.
Don't check your phone.
No pressure. You're a tiebreaker here. Can we have Junior on as a guest next Monday?
Junior.
Yeah. Barrett, the bandit?
Wait, Dale Jr.?
No.
Yes.
Junior.
No.
Oh, no, fuck no.
Oh, man.
No.
Junior, you got destroyed, bro. Listen,
Dude.
all you and Cody were on your side.
Yeah,
Wait, hold on.
listen.
I don't want no one on the show. Damn, you got
Like
the
the new
sticker
hat?
on that hat still?
Dalton's having a mukbang right now.
Who eats dry ass cereal with a damn spoon?
Oh, and it's like falling back in. His roommate's gonna eat that.
That's a good
Oh,
point.
actually, speaking of that,
Damn, poor Matt.
speaking of Matt, hold on.
Ew, bro, don't talk with your mouth full. That shit's nasty.
Okay, shout out to Matt. This motherfucker buys a $1,000 Lego set for a Star Wars ship, okay? And he stole all the fucking cereal bowls to put his Legos in so that he can organize them. So this is why I'm eating out of the damn box.
Mix them all
What did he
back
buy? The damn
together.
Death Star, or did he buy the Millennium Falcon? What did he buy?
Millennium Falcon.
The original?
Holy shit! Like the original?
I want to say 7,000 pieces.
I don't know off pieces.
Dalton, would you say you and Matt are friends?
Unfortunately.
Definitely not.
You know,
He said, unfortunately.
I love how Dalton talks about his friends. He's like, yeah, speaking of Matt, this motherfucker, that's how.
How do you think he talks about us?
He probably calls us pieces of shit.
I hope.
He's like, man, that Cody fucking host guy, fuck that bitch.
He's like, all Cooper and Jacob do is talk about my sisters and my mom.
He was having a threesome with Cooper and Parv.
Who?
Excuse me?
Matt.
Oh, I thought you.
There we go.
I thought you were talking about your
Matt?
mom for a second, bro. I was like,
Matt?
whoa.
Damn.
I was like,
I don't
bro.
know. I don't know if we're gonna make it to Brian Vickers tonight. Who knows? Shout out Brian Vickers one time for I don't
Bro,
know.
that diecast
dude.
group, there's people that come up with the 164s and they're like, I found this in my basement or something. It's old Red Bull Racing, and they're like, 115 for this 164 for Brian Vickers. And I'm like, you're out of your fucking mind, man.
Dude, Vickers
spending
is a
that much on a
legend.
damn-
We love Brian.
Imagine paying that much money for the husband of a
Stop.
Jeffrey Epstein lieutenant.
Stop.
I don't want to listen.
Stop.
I don't want to join the
We don't need
27
to.
club. I know I joked about it earlier, Dalton, but if we talk about Brian Vickers, there's a shot I get in the 27 club. Parv went to take his shit, I guess. I don't know.
Wait, where's Vince? Yo, someone text Vince and tell him to get in here and come talk with us. He's typing in the damn Discord right now.
I try to get Vince on all the time. Vince
Come on,
needs
tell Vince to get in here and talk.
Vince needs a proper episode. I ain't bringing nobody in randomly. So comments, where we at? What wild topic do we need to go through? We have 24 minutes.
I guess I have an announcement to make.
Is this where you want to do it? All right,
Yeah.
you make that announcement, and I'm gonna walk away. I feel like I already know what it is, so I'm not disrespecting you. I just want another beer.
All right, go for it. All right,
Dalton said, "Hey guys, I hate M&Ms. I'm actually going to transfer over."
Hershey's or nothing.
No, Kellogg's Frosted Flakes all the way. Let's go back.
I'm
to the
actually
old
taking down Red. Red's going to have to retire for the season.
I feel like if we've never seen Red's back, and I feel like it's just got knife stabs in it.
I feel like it's got cum on it, bro. What a cum.
You want to see it?
What a cum, bro.
Why are you saying that on the show, man? What the hell?
Cooper, you're fucked. So my announcement is, yep. Just like my alternator left me in my car. Fuck. So the announcement is,
Yeah, you know you like it.
after a 2-month hiatus, Rowdy Reactions is finally coming back this Sunday for New Hampshire. I hope to see you guys tune in. I know we already had a birthday special with Cody, but we're getting ready for another birthday special this Sunday for my early birthday. So should be a fun time. Hopefully, as long as Kyle can make it past fucking lap 20. So make sure you guys tune in this Sunday. The time for the live stream is to be determined, but should be a fun day. Come celebrate my early birthday with me this Sunday at New Hampshire on Rowdy Reactions.
I thought you were going to say that you're sponsored by Rowdy. That's what I was waiting on, bro.
Not yet. I'm still working on it, though.
That's a great question I've never had. Just for people who watch your Rowdy's reactions, if Kyle wrecks like lap 10, do you continue the whole race?
I don't fucking know what I'm going to do. I will say this, though. The past 2 New Hampshire races, I turned it off like right after Kyle went out.
Oh, so it might happen this time. That's what you're saying.
Usually I watch the whole way through, like no matter what. But the past 2 New Hampshire races, like I said, "No, fuck this. This is just a waste of a day."
How mad were you watching the Atlanta race, Dalton?
I was like, okay, fuck, whatever. Like I said, I was just so pissed off yesterday with all the shit I got going on personally, and I kind of just ran out of rage. Like, I don't have any testosterone in me anymore, so whatever happens to Kyle.
No, it's all gone, brother. Red's had enough of it.
Par's back.
Yo, I haven't drank any sort of sugary drink in like 3 days, and I don't know what to feel like right now.
That shit'll fuck you up if you go back and drink it.
Did Dalton make his announcement?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just asking him before you came back. I was just asking him about if Kyle wrecks like lap 10, do you continue the rowdy reaction or does it end right there? And he said he doesn't know.
I feel like if you start it, you got to see it through.
I probably won't say shit for the rest of the day. Like, I just sit there.
We just see you staring like this.
I'll just go. That's probably what's going to happen if worse comes to worse.
No, we can't. We can't talk about that.
The past two New Hampshire races gave me PTSD. Bad.
Can I talk about Jacob being a sexy motherfucker? Bro, you were stunting in Atlanta. Why you got so much swag?
Bro, Tim Richardson's my hero. That's my guy.
I'm back.
Cody, tell us about the birthday. How was the birthday? What'd you do today? Give us a rundown.
Got home at 2 a.m., laid down in my sweaty, like, clothes that I wore to the race. Like, I just, like, fell over on my bed, and I woke up.
Is your AC fixed?
Some days. It just depends on how hot it is outside.
Oh, your AC went out too?
Now, it's like the way my house is set up, it's like my room is just the hottest. Like, my bedroom is the hottest room in the entire house at any given point.
Nah, Cody's house is literally 3 houses in one. It's like this small, like decent-sized house, but it's 3 houses within one, bro. It's like its own entity.
It's a small house. This shit's like 5,000 square foot, but okay.
Cody, I'm the same exact way because I live right above the basement where the heater is. So anytime that thing is going, it just
Dude, yeah, you're getting like blasted. Yeah, wintertime my room's the hottest, but in the summertime it's still the hottest.
My room needs to be cold like year round, even in the winter.
Same. 68 degrees for me is like the perfect fucking temperature.
Because there's nothing I fucking hate more than waking up drenched in sweat. It's the worst feeling ever.
Yeah, my room is basically the size of a private dorm, like one small dorm, maybe even smaller than that. That's how big my room is.
Give us a room tour.
No.
Yeah, send your address out in the chat, Parker.
I've got it. You guys want it?
Yeah, show us all your Playboy magazines.
Anyway, I woke up this morning and I went to Huey Magoo's, best chicken restaurant in the world. It's number 1 over Cane's as well. So ate there, got home, took a fat ass 2-hour nap by accident, woke up, did some running, and here we are now.
You ran? Like physically?
No, like adult going around town. She did try to make me go to 7-Eleven. I'm not riding in a car for 4 more hours today. Like after this weekend. I'm not doing it.
What time did you say you all go home?
Like 2:30.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah. I mean, we stopped at Golden Corral and everything. No, Jacob was down like a whole day ahead of us.
Yeah, I went down Friday.
Where'd you
I
stay?
saw some friends in Atlanta. A friend of mine had to play.
Yeah.
In Atlanta. I went and stayed with them, and then I met Cody later on. And then I drove back. They stopped and ate, and I kept rolling on. But me and Cody got separated in race traffic. He went on a different way, and I went left. By the time he called me, I think I was a couple miles ahead of him.
Yeah, so we stopped at Buc-ee's. I mean, you're obligated to stop at a Buc-ee's when you drive by one. I was like 40 minutes away from home when I was like, yeah. So I had to pull over and let Summer take over the drive. I was like, I had double vision. Plus, like, her windshield is cracked, so it was like quadruple vision.
Yeah.
So like, dude, I was like tripping out driving on the interstate. I was like, is that a semi or is that like a moving building? I can't really tell.
Did it
And at
rain
that point,
the whole time you were coming back?
no, we only got a little bit of rain.
The whole
Like when
time?
I say a little bit, I mean like it was like the rain that was kicking up off of like the tires of the other cars.
Well, see, the whole time I was coming back, it was like it would sprinkle for a second, and then I'd get out of the rain, and then it would catch back up with me, and I'd get back into it, and then
Dude,
it
I
was like
can't
the most annoying shit.
see to drive anyway. So like you throw rain on top of that, and I'm literally just like a weapon at that point.
Cody,
in the words of Mark Martin,
yeah,
he was
Cody,
a weapon out there tonight.
I'm really happy you don't have to work on your birthday.
Thank you. I actually they
Okay.
tried to get me called in, and I was like, no, probably not today.
Yeah, I'm on the schedule for Wednesday on my birthday.
Just don't go.
So I get to wake up at 8 a.m., go to be at work at 9 a.m. Work.
Could you have requested the day off?
I could, so it's my fault. But I wanted the money.
Dude,
I'm getting money, but you know,
I want to ask off for my birthday so bad, but I can't. I'm already getting ready for a 2-week vacation, sorta.
I don't celebrate my birthday, so like I wouldn't like. I don't care to work on my birthday. I've done it before.
Your birthday sucked ass after 21.
as long as my work people don't know it's my birthday, it'll be fine. Cause
I'm gonna come into your work with a birthday cake.
Oh, please don't. Because I'm like, oh my god, Par. It's like there's some people that I care about knowing it's my birthday, but then there's some people that I really don't want to know.
Parv won't remember this, but McDonald's used to have the birthday spot when you were a kid. They had the cake and everything.
Some still have the cake where you can just order it.
Oh shit, really? That's cool.
We have cake back in our freezer, but we don't sell it. It's just
does it stay like up to date though?
It's expired. It's just sitting there.
Wow, Parv, you just like unfolding secrets on our podcast.
So if I were to come in and order the cake, what happens?
No, we don't sell the cake. It's just for crew members on their birthday. So whenever it's their birthday, they can like take a cake home with them. But we get it. So it's
expired.
Yeah.
Wow. Thanks, McDonald's.
I forced my general manager to buy me a birthday cake because she made me work on my birthday. I want everyone to know.
Shit, I can't wait for your birthday when you got to listen to fucking Keith Urban.
No,
I want someone to buy me a whole ass cake for this Sunday, and I'll eat the whole thing on the damn stream this Sunday.
I'll send you money for a damn cake if you go buy one.
I will.
I'll call that bitch in. I'll get Chase Elliott shit all over this damn cake.
Really
I
really need to decorate the fuck out of this room. I need to get balloons. I need to get glitter. I need to get everything.
Glitter.
Party City.
Yeah, that's gonna be great to clean up.
Glitter.
I decorated a lot for my birthday.
Glitter is formally called as theater herpes. Did y'all know that?
No, I didn't.
It's what it's named because it gets on everything and you can't get rid of it, and it's for life.
It's fucking stuck, bro.
Hey, old man game.
Hey,
let's
August,
go,
baby.
Ryan. Let's go.
August, baby.
I'm
let's go.
27 now, so
turning 22 Wednesday.
God, that's insane.
And we all got birthdays real close.
Hey, shout out Keith Urban. One good time.
Please tell me you pulled that shit up in the damn Civic when you were driving back.
No, we listened to a few different songs that we ain't talking about on here.
Ram Ranch.
Hell yeah. Grant McDonald, baby. Grant McDonald. I love that motherfucker.
Number 588 was just released a couple days ago.
So. Oh man, I'm about to listen. I'm going through every version right now.
Wheeler Walker Jr.
Ram Ranch.
Hell yeah. 18 naked cowboys in the shower at Ram Ranch.
Ryan will be 22.
Cocks waiting to be sucked. I love it.
Yeah, so July is like I know so many people who are born in July. Like that is like what is 9 months before July? What is that? November?
November, I think.
Yeah, so there's a lot of Thanksgiving babies out here.
Get people in the mood.
I mean, I guess
get that food in them.
There was a girl in my
Stuffing that turkey, baby.
Okay, Barb, I'm ready to hear this.
No. There's a girl in my elementary school that hated me.
Whoa. Whoa.
Keep going.
What the hell are you talking about right now?
that hated me just because our birthdays were on the same day. Like, she walked into my class one day and said, "I hate you." And I'm like, "Why do you hate me?" Because you have the same birthday as me. And I'm like,
it can't be all
Bro,
about me anymore.
I was sitting on the couch last night, all right? We're watching Midsummer, and Bailey goes, "What the fuck did Tracy just send me?" And I went, "Do you, Tracy?"
okay, I'm hopping off tonight. Y'all have a good night. See ya.
Wow, you can't last.
Are you out?
Last 10 minutes.
No,
5 minutes of the show left.
No, I was just joking about with him. I'll stay here for a little bit longer. No,
having your birthday a few days after Thanksgiving is always God's
So here's I want a question from everybody here. What was your So as a child, what was your favorite thing you got for your birthday? Let's just say before you were 14 years old. If you can remember. Before you were 14, what was your favorite Christmas birthday present?
I got a Tony Romo jersey, and I was ecstatic.
It's nice. It's nice.
So fucking pumped.
Mine is less exciting, but I just remember it so vividly because I just loved it. It was the Edge Royal Rumble 2010 wrestling figure. The one where he came back in return. I just remember that vividly because that's when I start. I was into wrestling. Started getting more into it. I was getting a lot of wrestling figures, but I just remember that one vividly, and it just was my childhood. It's just the Edge one.
Dalton's gonna fucking love this question.
Dalton.
All right, Dalton. Here's the question I've asked. What is
Why are
your
you so moody?
I've been through so much shit, dude.
Smile, bro. Come on.
I don't feel like
this might make you smile. So just to bring back memories, what was your favorite birthday present as a child before the age of 14?
Transformers toys.
Was there like
that's a pretty good answer?
That's a good
honestly.
Yeah, dude, the Michael Bay Transformers movies were my damn childhood. Okay, and I collected those like I collect diecast. Actually, as a matter of fact, I still have my Transformers action figures. I want to get something.
He's got a damn Barracuda back there still. That damn Dodge back in the day.
I want to buy something to display them all. I just miss playing with them, dude. Honestly.
What was yours, Cody?
So
hey, mine's back in 95.
Yeah. So I had like very holidays are always like big. We didn't have a big family. So like mom would always go way out of her way on my birthday. Because like the only gifts I ever really got was like from her. So like I have a lot of really, really, really cool ones. I was very big into, I guess I'll probably piggyback on Parv a little bit. I was very big into action figures, specifically like WWE action figures. I have so many, like from 96 on up to like 2013, like hundreds on hundreds on hundreds of them. So I was always stoked to getting those. But number one overall is probably Guitar Hero 2. I got it for like my 11th or 12th birthday. And like, talk about a game that like I just played into oblivion.
Was that the one with
my favorite Ultra Bridge albums on that game?
That was the red one, Parv.
Okay.
There's a badass Ultra Bridge song on there. I can't remember what it is, but I fucking love that band.
Yeah, it like last night on the way home, we actually were going through Guitar Hero songs, which it was like we were talking about our favorite ones. Specifically, I loved playing "Mother" by Danzig. That was like one of my go-tos.
Big Danzig guy. Yeah.
That was probably mine.
I would say something I look forward to for birthdays was always Hot Wheels. I really enjoyed getting Hot Wheels or Matchbox or anything like that.
Did you like engine sound the cars when you played with them?
Not really. No.
Me neither. I did not. I was never that kid. Yeah. And I would play Hot Wheels with people and they did the car sounds. And listen, every kid's like different. Do what you do. But I was always like, that's a weird fucking kid.
I think my favorite gift I ever got was Jaws Unleashed for PlayStation 2.
Oh, badass
What a
game.
Dude,
what a game.
Man, quick story about that game. I did something we call playing possum. Played possum out of school and lied to my parents so that I could play that game all day.
You told me this story before, yeah.
And I was like, this is the perfect plan. And then my mom's like, well, you're sick and I can't leave you here by yourself, so I'm going to take you to your mama's. And I'm like, well, this just blew up in my face because now I have to act sick all day long. And I can't ask to bring the PlayStation because if I do, then 2 and 2 is going to be put together. So I lay there.
At least you were smart enough to do that.
Oh, yeah, but I still got caught. Dad come home just like seen right through my bullshit. Got in so much trouble.
Do you remember that time you invited me over and we played that damn WCW game and you were showing me these Hot Wheels and stuff? And I was like, hell yeah, man. But you had this fucking jar of nothing but coins. And I was like, I've got to get that jar. And I grabbed that fucking jar and took the lid off it. And I threw your fucking coins everywhere in that room. Bro,
yeah.
There's fucking pennies and quarters thrown everywhere. And I was just like, fuck yeah. And like spraying that shit, bro.
Yep.
Honestly, so you would have went home. Like if you would have spent the night at my house and pulled that shit, I would have went and told, because this happened multiple times. I guess here's our topic for tonight. Like sleepovers with the homies. So I would always go to mom and be like, listen, they're getting on my nerves. Like we gotta figure out how to get them out of here. And like mom would come through and be like, hey, we've actually got to go, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to take you home. And like, I just come back home and do my thing. So if you're listening to this and you spend the night at my house and something wild happened and we had to go to Knoxville for no reason, I didn't go to Knoxville.
Fair.
It was either my 12th or 13th. I got tickets. I think it was 2009. Raw was in Knoxville. And I went Monday night. Shit was fucking insane, bro. That was Kofi Kingston's debut in the WWE. It was wild.
Jacob, you remember that? Sorry.
So this one come like this one upset me one time. Is my friend who he and I were really into wrestling, and he had two tickets to go see a show. This is like when I was in middle school and everything. And he got to choose a friend to go. And he chose someone. He could have chose me, who was super into wrestling, and he knew it. But he chose someone who was completely not into wrestling, but like bought a shirt and was like didn't wear the shirt ever again after that. I'm like, you could have chose me.
Wasted ticket. That was Par's villain origin story.
Yeah.
Not getting invited.
Go ahead.
It's like not getting invited to a live show in Knoxville.
Atlanta is a weird sports town for sure. Ryan, I will get to your question that you asked right after this. Dalton, I want you to answer first and anybody else chime in. Was your house the sleepover spot or did you go to other friends' houses the most?
I lived in a fucking condo. Honestly, I really didn't have that much sleepovers when I was a kid.
See, mine were always like with family for the most part. Like I had a few friends come over like a few times. I'm very territorial. Even as a kid, I was territorial.
I mean, really the best, I know this is going to sound weird, but all of our cousins would get together and just spend the night at my grandma's house for the weekend. And honestly, that was fun. I mean, she made us chocolate chip cookies. We would watch Titanic, swim in her pool. That's really all I had.
See that. It's, I guess technically they would have been my step cousins, but like that's who always like would come over and spend the night with me. It was always like family. We liked the same exact stuff when we were the same age. It just made sense, right?
We were literally trying to do it again. Like me and my sisters and my other cousins, like we talked to our grandma the other day and said we want to do like a sleepover at your house.
Dude,
like,
you guys should. That would be so
me
cool.
too.
Like throwback. Like and some of my cousins like have kids now. They're like, we're leaving the kids somewhere else. It's just gonna be us.
Yeah, that'll be really cool.
Yeah, we really want to do it again, but it's been a while since we ever gotten together. my Grammy's house. I just miss those days, man. It was.
Amen, brother.
Actually, one more thing before I let y'all move on. Probably the best sleepover was when we all went to this cabin in Pigeon Forge called Captain Happy's. I don't know if y'all ever heard of it. It's
it sounds terrifying for what that's worth.
It's on the lake. It's a huge cabin on the lake, and that was the best fucking vacation like we've all ever had as a family. Papa Good just got done breaking his arm the day before we left, so he was in a freaking
cast or a sling,
and he was floating on the river, and he was in a life jacket, and he was just floating down the river, and with his hand held up in a fucking trash bag, and we all slept in the like all the kids, like we all slept in the game room downstairs. First night there was a damn mouse wandering around, so we were trying to find it and kill the son of a bitch, and we sat and watched Disturbia. That was the first time I ever watched the Disturbia movie. I don't know if you
good movie, really good movie.
And then in the middle of the night, my cousin Will was throwing, like, we had a pool inside that game room as well. And Will got up at like 2:30 in the morning and started throwing them at everybody, and it pissed Dad off. So he had to come down and tell us to shut the hell up a couple times. We want to come back to that too. But that, in my opinion, that was probably the best sleepover we ever had. Oh, fuck.
I didn't know him back then.
Does anybody have a special sleepover memory?
Go ahead. Jacob, you know it, bro. There was one time Jacob comes over, and it was like a Friday leading into a Saturday or whatever, and Gunner came over to hang out with us. And I had this airsoft gun, and we were just like, yo, we've never shot each other with airsoft guns. So we're like running around, and I remember Gunner and Jacob are just like blasting each other in the fucking face. Whatever. Jacob and I go upstairs, and we play some video games and shit. But we wake up the next day, and it had just rained. And I used to have this damn big two-seater go-kart, man.
Yeah.
And this damn go-kart would raise hell in the field. So I was like, Jacob, let's strap up. Let's get the helmets, get the jackets and shit on. Let's go. So we're just tearing this fucking field up, man. And I was like, hey, Jacob, do you want to, like, haul ass? I was like, this bitch will get up to, like, 45 if we get it down this hill correct. He was like, fuck yeah, man. So we're doing it a couple turns, and I'm like, damn, my wheel's locking up. I was like, what the fuck's wrong with this go-kart? Jacob's like, oh, man, it's all good. You know, just keep running it. So we go up to the top again, and we're hauling ass. Bro, I'm talking, we're almost hitting 50. And I'm getting in this fucking jump, and we jump this damn part in the field, and we hit it, and we're like, fuck yeah, man. My brakes, my whole entire line shot, done. And I was like, yo, Jacob, the car's fucked. I was like, we're going to wreck. And there's this big barbed wire fence in front of us. And Jacob's like, oh, shit, dude. He fucking rips his seatbelt off, barrel rolls out of this goddamn fucking go-kart. And I'm heading straight to this fence. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to do. So I rip my seatbelt off, and I got one hand on the wheel, and I jump over to Jacob's seat because he's out of the car. And this fucking go-kart booms into this damn fence. I'm talking slices every fucking bit of it. Slices my entire pants up. It fucking cuts my shoe. And, like, we get done, and there's barbed wire wrapped all around the roll cage on it. And I'm sitting in the corner, and I'm like, Jacob, bro, help me. Here comes Jacob grabbing the back end of this damn – Jacob's grabbing this four-wheeler, and he's fucking yanking the shit out of it to get me out of this damn fence. And I remember my mom and dad were divorced, and I called my dad and was like, Dad, you need to come back to the house. I was like, our go-kart, this woman's yard's fucked. I was like, we can't get out. So, like, we spent the whole entire fucking day, and the next day we're building this woman's fence back. We're going to buying barbed wire and these damn fence posts and shit. And, like, oh, God, that go-kart was some fucking shit we used to do with it.
Yeah, if I would have stayed in it, like, it would have slit my throat. The barbed wire was coming, like, straight
we'd have been
for
done.
me. Yeah, and so I jumped out. I was like, I'm bailing, bro. I do remember
we sold that thing after. We fixed it up a little bit and got the brakes working again. And we sold that shit on Craigslist. It was out. No more of that shit.
Speaking of go-karts, can we all just plan like an LTC Pigeon Forge trip?
That would be fun.
Jacob knows
NASCAR
all about
Speed
that.
Park.
NASCAR Speed Park.
Jacob,
that damn woman.
I don't know that. Listen, Cooper would get us kicked out of NASCAR Speed Park.
Oh,
nah, I've been a couple times. I've been with Jacob.
He's went with me. He's actually been pretty decent. He ain't
I like to run. I'm very competitive with Jacob because Jacob's really good, so I like to run with him.
Now, I did watch Cooper run somebody over when we were in middle school with a go-kart. Took this guy
An
out.
expedition.
Fun expedition. If you guys remember that up here in Johnson City, Tennessee.
Dude, fun fucking times, man.
I wanted to go with them, but I was the last guy in line they cut off. So all my friends.
You remember Frank's fucking car blew up?
Yeah.
Right before everything had started, like Frank was doing a pace lap, and then his fucking thing explodes and like smoke and fire and shit's flying out the back of this damn go-kart.
Well, I remember sitting there because all my friends, everybody that I was hanging out with just went on the go-karts. So I didn't get to ride go-karts with them. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to sit and wait in line. I'll just race go-karts with these, fucking strangers. And I remember the race is ending and Cooper comes into the pits and he's got his head wrapped around looking behind him. And this guy is just standing on pit road. And some other worker like screamed out, was like, "Hey, man! Hey!" And he turned around like it was impossible for him to miss the cart now because Cooper's just full throttle through the pits. And this dude tried to matrix run over this go-kart. He tried to walk it. He tried to do that whole Jeepers Creepers scene, if you know what I'm talking about, where they try to run him over and just walking over. It didn't work. He just he gets absolutely pounded, and Cooper falls. And the guy gets up, so pissed off, and he's like, "Cooper," he's like, "Hey, you're out of here." And Cooper's like, "All right, man. I mean, I'm done racing anyway, so it doesn't really matter." Exact words.
Like
Cooper
I put
said.
his damn foot on my hood too, and I was like, "Fuck you, bro!" And like, dude, fucking rolls over the top of me and like hits the ground.
Yeah. That's a fun memory, but
us and go-karts, we used to fucking tear them up.
I think for me, I have a lot of just like really fun like sleepover stories as a kid. My dance school, we always did a lock-in, and it was like all of the teenagers, so like from 13 to 18, got to spend the night, and like we would just be up all night, like practicing, playing games, like that sort of thing. That shit was always like so much fun. But there were also a lot, dude. I don't know how many nights I spent up like 36 hours playing SmackDown versus Raw.
Oh,
like dude, I can't even begin to count. That was like that was the sleepover game, like a fatal 4-way Hell in a Cell, dude. And like we would like change the settings to where like, it wasn't we would always turn knockout off. I don't know if y'all remember that, but that was in SmackDown versus Raw games. If you just like beat the shit out of somebody enough, they were just done. But probably SmackDown versus Raw, just super late nights playing that. I think that's why I'm so nocturnal now. Like I could keep this show after everybody else is off. I could keep the show running until 6. Okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but that was my shit. Yeah, a lot of people do forget. We've covered this a few times, but I mean, we could go back through it again. For like an official and then we'll just clip this, and whenever anybody asks, we just send them this portion of the video. So LTC initially started I would say spring of 2020, the discussion started. Me and Jacob knew each other through working on a film. And we just like, we didn't talk much, but every now and then, like we'd say, "Hey man, what's up? How are you?" Or like, "Hey, congrats on this or that." And then I think I had shared a snap story of me watching a race before the great cancellation. And Jacob was like, "You watch NASCAR?" And I was like, "Yeah. So what?" And we end up like throwing back and forth like some NASCAR talk. Find out that we grew up loving the same driver. Shout out Carl one time.
Shout out Carl.
And then it kind of just like organically went from there. I mean, ultimately, me and Jacob both want to be on camera. Like we both are like attention whores, right? At the end of the day. So like we're throwing back and forth. Podcast gets brought up. Jacob had already been wanting one. And then like I bring up the idea of doing one. So then it just makes sense, right? That's literally fate. Like just pulling it together. And then like we're planning it out. I'm asking Jacob questions. Like, what do you have in mind? And he's like, I've already kind of assembled a team, I think. He was like, we have a graphics designer, and he was like, we have one other guy who could host. And then I remember Jacob messaged me one day and he was like, "Hey, we have Save the Speedway if you want to start the podcast up soon." And I was like, what do you mean? So our first episode is us talking to Scott from Save the Speedway. I'm pretty sure it's Scott.
I think it's Scott.
Back before all the traction really took off for Save the Speedway.
And all he sees this the whole time.
yeah. Scott is a faceless man. But the first episode is technically our second episode chronologically. That's the first time that I met Parv. We kind of just went right into it.
I was nervous. I was so nervous. I was like, I don't know who this guy is. Jacob just like, hey, you like NASCAR? You want to do a podcast? And there's this guy named Cody that you want to do it with. I'm like, okay. And I just went on that day. Because, like, Jacob and I knew each other from theater, in Northeast State Community College Theater. Because I came in, I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know these people. And I just kind of was like, they're like, oh, these are nice people. They like me. Okay. And that's kind of how that happened. And then, yeah.
So we do the first episode. Koopa, this is your, I'm giving you your segue here. We do the first episode, me, Jacob, and Parv. And then we get ready to do our second episode. And we don't really have a plan, but we all met together one night. And we met with our sound guy at the time, too. Shout out John.
Shout out John.
And we're like, can we test it out? So we're like testing out Zoom to make sure that we'll have it all figured out. And he records me, Cooper, Parv, and Jacob just talking. Keep in mind, Cooper has no fucking idea about NASCAR at this point, like whatsoever. So we're just like showing like pictures like through the Zoom. It's audio only. There's no video. I wish there was video, but there's not. And so like everybody gets along well enough throughout that where we're like, okay, I guess we're a 4-piece now. So Cooper, give us your lead up to that.
Oh shit, I met Jacob back in 6th grade because like we had merged from the elementary school to the middle school, and like I was all nervous and shit because I only knew like a select few people from my elementary school. But then we had Mr. Johnson's fucking science class together. And I remember looking over at Jacob and I was like, shit, he's got a Fox shirt on. I was like, I got a Fox go-kart. This guy's a badass. So I was like, hey man, I'm Cooper. And Jacob's got these tiny ass fucking little glasses wearing these like cargo shorts and a damn Fox shirt every day. So like Jacob and I hit it off, and then like we continued that shit on all the way through high school afterwards. Like we're still kicking the shit. And then I move out, and then Jacob and I are still kind of keeping in contact, and I'm moving all my shit to move to my new apartment. And Jacob calls me while I'm in the middle of packing. He's like, hey man, I'm like legit starting this damn NASCAR show. Do you want to do it? And I was like, sure, man. What do you want me to do? And he's like, just make graphics. That's all you need to do. So I was like, okay, cool. What do you want? He's like, I don't know. Just make something cool. So I made the first logo with the skull and shit and like flames. And I sent it over to Cody. Never talked to the guy. And Cody's like, hell yeah, that's badass. And we were in this group chat. I'm talking for like 6 months or so.
And it's so funny. I want to say one. So big group chat guy. I'm like kind of organized when it comes to like trying to talk to groups of people, like Slack, GroupMe, clearly the Discord. It's kind of just how I operate as a person. So I wanted to know who I was talking to because I didn't have Parv's number saved in my phone. I didn't have Cooper saved, and I didn't have John saved. So like I would know when Jacob would message, and I was like, hey, can everybody just send their names? I don't remember what it was Cooper said exactly, but the first name was Cornelius. And I feel like it was like Cornelius Bennett.
It was Colonel Shepard III or something. That's what I think it was. Like Colonel Shepard III.
No, it was like some
Cornelius Shepard
name.
the third then, yeah. So like I was like, okay.
I was playing Mass Effect. That's why, because I was like Shepard. I was like, fuck yeah, man.
Okay, it was like, Cornelius Shepard III.
I'll put that in
I was like, I mean, I don't want to like question him because like that could genuinely be his name. And I don't know, like I didn't know what kind of person you were. You could have been just like a serious guy at all times. Yeah,
I never talked in that group chat. Y'all would fucking blow up and like I would get off work and be like 150 messages, and I would just like scroll through and be like, oh, cool, someone mentioned me and I don't respond to them. So I'm like, I don't fucking know these guys. So I text
Yeah.
Jacob on the random and I'd be like, hey, man, what's up, bro?
Yeah, so I had Cooper's name saved in my phone for a hot minute as Cornelius.
Same here.
Straight the fuck up. And then we started up the show and Jacob was like, hey, we're going to do like our top 10 drivers. Do you want to hop on? So I was like, okay, cool. And then I get on. Remember, I was like, yeah, man, top 10 drivers of all time. Danica Patrick, man. Like, I think random fucking shit.
I think you had Bubba Wallace as your number one.
Nah, I don't think it was Bubba, man. I think
he was top 3 because you were talking about how important he was for culture.
It definitely wasn't senior either. The more that I look back, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? This is so wrong.
I think me and Jacob both had Mark Martin.
I remember I said Tim Richmond and Jacob like lit up like a fucking Christmas tree. And he was like,
yeah,
you know Tim Richmond? And I was like, fuck yeah, man, 30 for 30.
Yeah, and this was back when we were just an audio only. And like,
remember, I used to keep my shit on the couch arm too. So like you'd see me just slouched on the couch and I'm like, hey boys. Like I had that gaming headset and shit.
Those were our humble beginnings. So we kind of get in the groove of that. We have a few people on here and there. We do a couple driver interviews. And then I saw a Twitter video go viral, and I thought it was hilarious. Like this, like just Kyle Busch fucking fanatic is like flaming this guy for calling him a Chase Elliott fan. So me and Jacob talked, and we were like, Parv, this is a Kyle Busch fan. You reach out to him and see if he wants to come on the show. Like, no, Dalton could have been a fucking dick. He could have been like, nah, I don't do none of that. But Parv reached out to him. And so Dalton, you pick up, buddy.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, when you said I could have been a dick, you were very lucky that I've been like all over the fucking place. So really, like in 2019, like nobody knew who the fuck I was. Like I had like lucky. 5. What?
Nothing, man. Keep going. I said, are we lucky?
Fuck you. Just fuck you. So, like, back in 2019, like, nobody really knew who the fuck I was. I only had, like, 500 followers, okay?
We still don't.
And then I go to Daytona for my first attempt back in 2020. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go back to the Monday race because it got rained out. But I had a viral ass tweet of what looked like Kyle Busch was flipping off Joey Logano as his engine was blowing up. And I've reached everywhere. Like Dave Portnoy fucking retweeted it. And a lot of people were following me and finally getting to know me. And then shout out to my good buddy Connor for he sat next to me at the 500 when I went on Sunday. He found me the very next week, put me on his show. And then once the pandemic started, he put me in a group chat with him, Dakota, and the Stock Car Spec boys. And as the season went along, I've been invited to like all kinds of other podcasts. Like I was on Stock Car Spec. They put me on their show like lots of times. And then I was on this podcast called Ford and Fuel. Shout out to those guys. And I've been on so many. And then finally we get to 2021 after the Daytona 500. And there was already like a video I did back in 2020 where someone thought I was a Riley Herbst fan because I had Monster Energy shit on. And so I took a
Big
video.
Riley Herbst guy.
So I took a video of me
Big
showing my
Riley
fucking
guy.
closet. So I took a video of them showing my fucking closet, seeing if they could find any Riley Herbst merch. And then the funniest part was I took my fucking laundry basket sitting right behind me and just threw it and like dug through all the shit. I'm like, can you find a fucking Riley Herbst shirt in this fucking pile right here? So I said from now on, if people think I'm not a Kyle Busch fan, like a Chase Elliott, Riley Herbst, or whatever, I'm going to do the same fucking video until I get my point across. And so that's when the LTC boys finally found my ass, and I went on their show, and that's when I figured out that we were all from East Tennessee. And I remember that first show I did with you guys. It was like before the Miami race that year. We had like such a damn great conversation after that. Like we talked like after the show for an hour, just talking about stories and shit. And I had a good time with you guys. And then finally.
Well, hell, you were at my favorite high school too. Like you went up there, and I was like, dude, that's like my favorite gym and shit. Like Jacob and I used to go up there and raise hell for the basketball games, and I was like,
oh, Dale,
that gym was the
yeah.
shit because I had like the U and stuff. Like there was 2 sections to it.
Yeah, Dale.
Like it was a badass gym. Yeah.
Yeah, Dale. My
I
senior
wasn't
year,
gonna say it. I didn't want to say it on the show, but like,
my senior year of high school, we were playing volunteer where Jacob and Cooper went to, and you actually beat our ass that game. It was like before Christmas, and I think Jacob and y'all were wearing like Christmas shit or something, like Santa Claus hats, and you were just talking shit. Like you only had like 8 students come, and you were talking shit to our student section.
Dude, there was like 8 of us, and there was the whole fucking school.
we used to talk so much shit about Boone. I don't know what it was about Boone, but we just raised hell on Boone, man.
Yeah,
we used
and
to
I was
fucking
looking
them
up
and Cherokee, man.
And I was looking up at y'all. I'm like, who the hell are these douchebags? And like, it's volunteer. Like, why are they talking shit?
Cody, when I say that there was literally 8 of us, there was 8 of us, and there was an entire student section of his school, and it was actually like a knockdown, drag out, like shit talk.
Bro, it was like us and like Mason Jackson, Austin Hooven. Like it was just a couple of these little boys, like just hanging around and shit.
Yeah, y'all were talking shit to our student section. I'm like, who the fuck are these douchebags? And little did I know we would get together several years later. Oh, funny fact about that game.
Life finds a way.
Since y'all beat our ass, Coach Brown made us practice that night, like right after the game. As soon as the game, the fourth quarter ended, he said, y'all get your practice jerseys on. We're going to the other gym. We're practicing.
That's rough.
Luckily, I didn't have
volunteer
to
was ass.
Luckily, I didn't have to because I was a water boy, so I could just go straight home. But yeah, everybody else had to fucking practice till like 11 o'clock that night.
Dalton was a water boy.
Yep.
My mama says, boys, as
wait, sorry.
great as it is going down memory lane, I do got to hop off. Y'all keep the show going.
Okay.
Godspeed, soldier.
Shout out. See you guys.
Fuck volunteer.
Fair enough, dude. I've been gone for a long time.
Alumni what?
Yeah, I don't even fucking care.
Fuck my own high school.
What was the first time Cody and I met? Was it Atlanta?
Yeah, but
I brought that bottle of wine. Remember?
Yeah, but so
wasn't or what? I thought wasn't Bristol Dirt before Atlanta, or was that after?
It was after. It was the week after.
Wait, Atlanta?
That was the first time I met you in person, Parv, because I went and picked you up because you were like,
Atlanta
"Man, I was give you my address." Oh no,
Atlanta was the week before Bristol.
No, dude, because I was so nervous. I was like, I only know this guy from like a very few episodes of the entire thing, and I'm just sending this guy my address to pick me up to go to this dirt race.
You had fun though. We didn't do anything. We like shopped around, and then we got back.
I think that was the first time I met Parv too, though.
It was.
And Parv gave you shit, and you were so mad at Parv too.
Because
I was like fucking on Bubba Wallace.
No, I like Bubba Wallace. I remember Cody grabbed a sign from a little fan that's like Chase is better than Kyle. I grabbed it.
No, the sign that was such a dick move. I still have that fucking sign.
I remember.
Dude, I hated you. I absolutely that moment decided that I fucking hated you.
Do you remember the heat? Remember the heat nights that we would play? You and Parv used to fucking absolutely wreck into each other. Like Jacob and I are like contending, and we're like, hell yeah, we're getting up here. Like we're running 1-2, and then you got Cody and Parv back there, and like Parv is coming out of nowhere, not holding a straight line, and Cody's like, hold a fucking line, Parv. God damn it. Boom. Wreck. And Parv's like, fuck you, bro. I'm coming for Jacob now. And Jacob's like, what the fuck did I do? And like,
so
and then we'd start running, and like Cody would fucking hit me for some reason. We'd be like, what the fuck is happening, bro? Like,
yeah. So chronologically, we were doing the Heat before Dalton. We've not done the Heat game since Dalton joined us, which is a shame because I think that would be a lot of fun. We need to do that. I say it all the time, but we need to do that.
Let's bring it back, man. Let's run it back.
Joe and I do it. It's fun.
Dude, Joe plays.
Joe plays Heat. Joe and I will hop on. We'll run.
Big bet.
Joe's
Big
good
bet.
too. Joe
is he
ain't
just
bad.
on Xbox though?
No, he's on Switch. We actually play on Switch.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, dude, that would be so much fun. So, real quick to summarize the history of LTC, Dalton comes on. does the episode, and like we all click, we all love Dalton. I go on tour with the Garage Guys. Clearly, I'm not going to be able to be on every episode. So right before I went on tour with them, I messaged Dalton and I was like, "Yo, I'm going away for a while. I might like be here, I might not, but will you fill in for me when I can?" Because I knew like reaching out to Dalton. He's got the personality. He has the knowledge. It wasn't like I was just reaching out to some like idiot who would ruin everything. Like Dalton knew what he was going to be talking about. And I remember I watched a few episodes like on the RV. Of course, you know, like I see LTC as my baby. So like I want to make sure that it's like in safe hands. And like everybody's chemistry is there. And then I do a few episodes or I hop in when I can. And like just everybody was working really well. And me and Jacob had talked, and then we all had talked about it. Like, how would we feel about Dalton joining in? And everybody was like, yeah, duh. Like, he has to. And
I jumped into that fucking Brian Vickers episode because Dalton was on, and I was like, Dalton, man, I'm going to ask the question. I was like, are you going to fucking join us yet? And I was like, come on. And then everyone else was like,
yeah, we played it off. Where were you? Like, what was your thought process? I remember that moment vividly because I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up, Cooper. Like,
yeah, and
stop.
I was like, Dalton, join me, man. I was like, come on.
Yeah, what was your thought process?
Oh, okay. Well,
like before you joined, and you don't have to like talk about anything, because I know me and you have had a lot of conversations before. You don't have to talk about anything that like you don't want to in that regard. What was your thought process on like you were on the show a lot? And like it was clear we wanted you to join, we just hadn't asked yet. No, so like, what are you thinking?
Well, no, here's one thing you forgot to add. Like, ever since you put me on the first episode, like before the Miami race in that February of last year, I was like binge listening the shit out of y'all's show. Like ever since, like every day at work, I would listen to every episode. And I will admit, like about a month or two after like y'all had me on, I kind of like didn't listen. Like I was just busy at work, and then finally, we just kept in touch like ever since. And then it was like after Easter, like I finally like after we stayed in touch, I was like, yeah, I actually want to check these guys out. Like while I'm at work, like at my work, like I was just I got to the point where I was all by myself. I could do whatever, like listen to whatever I want as long as I'm do my work, of course. And so I decided to just go back and listen to like all y'all's episodes and get caught up. And there was just some funny ass fucking moments in every episode, like when Parv thought Kyle was improving after Phoenix. When Jacob laughed at his face, I was just sitting there trying to fucking put a sticker on his truck, and I'm just laughing my ass off. And then I remember
the Celtics.
Yeah, the Celtics. Yeah, that's another good one. And last but not least, the week before Cody asked me to be on his show, you guys had a live episode on Thursday night talking about mostly Brad Keselowski going to the rumors about him going to Rouse, and then talking about the numbers moving. I remember I joined the live chat. I was watching the whole thing. Like I started tuning into y'all's shows live at that moment, and that episode y'all did was probably the funniest one in history because you were
Bro, I was scared shitless too. That fucking guy was like surveying my apartment, and I told Cody before we started, I was like, hey man, I can't be in the living room setup. I was like, I'm gonna keep it in like my bedroom and set it on my bed and kind of go from here. So like there are points in the damn show, I'm like muting myself and I'm like, who the fuck's out there? I'm like, I was scared shitless, bro.
All right.
And then that night I was like, you know what? I would love to be on this these guys' show again. Like I didn't think y'all were gonna make me like a co-host, but I figured at some point you were probably gonna like invite me back on for another episode, because usually like I said, I've been all over the fucking place when it comes to podcasts. Like there are a lot of people out there that let me on like more than one time. Like I was basically like a free agent. Like everybody wanted me, and it's been my dream to be on a podcast somewhere. I just didn't know where. I didn't care where it is. I just wanted to be on somewhere. And when I was on you guys, I'm like, you know what? If I don't think they're going to do this, but if I ever get on the podcast, this is definitely going to be the place. Like, I don't think I don't see me being anywhere else. Like, because we're all from East Tennessee, we clicked just like that. So it just doesn't seem possible for me to be anywhere else besides the LTC.
All right.
Thanks, man. That was very sentimental. Besides, I don't know what the fuck just happened with my.
I'm gonna hop off for the night, guys. I enjoyed all the conversations.
Parv said, "I'm gonna hop off for the night, guys." See you, boys.
all y'all have a great night. I love each and every one of you.
Love you too, Parv.
All right, Parv.
We'll see you later, buddy.
Peace, love, and prosper.
So yeah, what a wild ride.
I don't know how he could see that shit, bro. That's wild. Good yeah, so
Dalton and I never even hung until fucking Daytona, and I swear that was the best fucking time.
God,
I've ever had.
dude,
you did it,
dude. It was so fun. We drove down and like we were just shooting the shit.
Where did you
your car ride?
No, for the first time, was it Atlanta?
It was Atlanta last year because I walked up. Nah.
Wait, you and me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it would have been Nashville. Yeah, because Atlanta was after Nashville.
Yeah. Cooper literally left the campsite to go find me and Dad to.
Yeah, because I called your dad because your phone wasn't working, and I called your dad and was like, "Where are you guys?" And he was like, "Right behind." Yeah, because we were walking that gravel parking lot.
Yeah, so let's stick.
I was searching for you guys.
Let's stick with the LTC timeline here, unless you guys want to go. If you guys want to go, we can end it now.
I'm cool. Keep going.
Dalton's like, well, I kind of want to, but all right. So we're holding Dalton. We're holding Dalton hostage too.
Well, no, I thought you were getting ready to talk about the Daytona trip for a little bit, or.
Well, yeah, we're gonna run through the whole timeline since we're the last three standing. Guess what? We hijacked the show. Now it's whatever we want to talk about. And it's late. The only people that are still watching are like the true OGs. I know Ryan's out there. Stat guys always got us. When nobody got us, Ryan got us. He asked if you have the DoorDash, Bubba. I have the DoorDash 43, Bubba.
I want to get all the next gen diecast.
I'm excited for them to come out.
I should have asked you to get me the Kyle Busch. Well, I didn't know it was on for sale. I'm like, dude, I got to get someone to get me that, please. I'm gonna pay you back.
I got this yesterday. I had to. I sent a picture of it, but this shit, I had to keep it on the pedestal too because it keeps rolling on this damn desk.
I am making one right now currently. I do own a Gen 7 diecast, but it is being custom made right now.
Is it?
So I
what did it start out as? It was who was it?
It was Chris Rebel's DeWalt scheme. But of course, Kurt Busch is not going to get a diecast, so this is the only way. As of right now, this is what I got.
Do you use a specific type of paint? Is that like for that specifically? Is it like a die-cast paint?
Honestly, this is at Walmart. You can get it for just 50 cents.
Gotcha. Walmart and Ben Franklin used to sell it too because I used to do all my arts and crafts back in the day. I used to get that same paint.
So I made Summer. One of the coolest things that I think I've ever done. I mean, it doesn't look great, but as far as just one of the coolest things I've ever made was her papaw. He owned a car that ran at Kingsport Speedway, and it was like it was in honor of Dell's Wrangler, the blue and yellow, but it was like local sponsors. But I had found a few pictures of that, and I'll take pictures of it the next time I think about it. So it was an old Monte Carlo. It was either a Monte Carlo or a Nova. Anyway, I figured out what car it was. So I ordered a 124 of that car, and like there are a few pictures of it in a photo album. And her family, I told them what I was gonna do, so her family like snuck me the photo albums without her knowing. And so like I go through and I take a bunch of pictures of all of them, like all of the pictures of his car. He won the championship in 2003 at Kingsport Speedway in that car. He was the owner and crew chief. He didn't drive, but I completely customized this like random. It was a flat, just a normal, the die casts people have of just old cars. There's no like NASCAR anything about it. So like it's still got the windows in it. It's just an old car. So I took a 124 of that and like I painted it and like taped it off and like spray painted it. And I went into Photoshop with the pictures that I had of the sponsors and I remade the sponsor logos in Photoshop, printed them out. And so I decaled the car and it is an exact replica of his championship car from that year at Kingsport Speedway. coolest thing that I think I've ever made in my entire life. But like, dude, I can't like express how proud I was of that. And like, I put like his logo, like, because I bought the thing to like hold the pedestal for the car, and at Ben Franklin, actually, I don't know if you guys know this. No, it wasn't Ben Franklin. It was Hobby Lobby, which is a store that I never shop at for different reasons. They just do not morally align with me, but I don't want to get on that topic. They sell model car boxes.
Yeah.
So I bought one of those. So like I put his logo on it on the pedestal and then like put the box over it. So it like protects it from dust and that sort of thing. But by far, just like one of the coolest things I've ever done in my entire life. And I gave that to her 1 year.
That's badass.
We'll get to that, Joe. We'll get to that. Yeah, we're not fucking leaving. Viewership's really good. People love this part of the show.
One thing I did make for my good buddy Ian from the Stock Car Spec. So he's been seeing all these custom diecasts I've been making, and I made a couple Kyle Busch custom wins. So he asked me to do one, and he wanted Kurt Busch's 2016 Pocono win. And I just finished that not too long ago. I don't know if you guys see it, but I had to like spray paint some rubber buildup. Like all you do is just buy black spray paint, just one quick splash, and boom, it's on there. A little bit of rubber on the splitter as well. This is the best part. We're going to go to the other side here. So I kind of painted little dots for like the rubber on the number. I had to paint. So this was supposed to be Haas, but I painted black over it. And I bought some Monster Energy decals, like the water slides. So I put that on there. And the silver right here on the tire marks, I don't know where he got that from. I think it's when someone hit him, like congratulating him after the race or whatever. I guess that's tire marks. I took like silver model paint and just like brushed it. Like if you look at the photos, it's like 100% accurate. Not really much detail on this side too, except the Monster logos. But that right there is Ian Jorgensen's 2016 custom Pocono Kurt Busch win that I got a mail to him.
Please fucking, you need to make me
that's what I'm saying.
Jack Daniels car. I need that Jack Daniels car.
Dude, I actually made like Austin Dillon's.
Yeah.
Dude, thank you, Joe and Ryan. I tell Dalton all the time how fucking sick this is.
Dude,
it's bad fucking ass.
I want to see. I literally want to see if I can find it. I actually did make Austin Dillon's Jack Daniels 164 car.
Do you have it?
I'm gonna go see if I do. I don't. It's like in this box in my closet.
Do whatever you gotta do. Dude,
yeah, I really want to fucking. I want a 124. But yeah, he's so fucking good.
I want. And
if you buy me like a 164,
just tell me what to buy and I'll Venmo you. I'll literally just pay you. Just buy. I just want one.
Okay, wait. Was that when Austin Dillon did the Jack Daniels car? Was that in the new Camaro? Or was that with the Chevy SS? I think it was.
It was the SS. No, I think it was the SS.
No, it was the Camaro. If you buy like 2018, 2019 Chevrolet Camaro diecast, something that's black, like close to the paint, I could paint over that, and I'll try to find some See, I don't think they have water slide decals for that, but
there's a guy that I found earlier that's selling a Harvick 98 Atlanta win, and it was like $30 earlier, and it's pretty much blacked out. So I think.
Yeah, if you buy
I don't
me
know,
like
I'll check.
I mean, it needs to be a Chevrolet though. Like if you buy me like an old Chevrolet Camaro diecast, like that you don't give a shit about I could just paint it, and I could find. I can actually, you know what? I can actually print some Jack Daniels diecast. Like I used to literally print it off the computer and like glue it on there. That's how I used to do them. But
yeah, that's like a dream car of mine. I'd fucking adore to have it.
Yeah, let me see if I can find the 164 real quick.
Dude, it's gonna look so good too. I'm gonna be so jealous and be like, "What the fuck?
I want the
Why can't
AJ.
I have this?"
I want like a real AJ Allmendinger race win at Bristol.
Oh, like the Bristol?
Year. Yeah. Yeah, I don't fucking put a black sticker and make me think that there's no car there. Like, just cut that shit off.
Yeah. I want an Eric Jones car. I want that damn Clash car.
Dude, yeah, same. Well, I guess while he's doing that real quick, let's run through the timeline. Dalton joins, we run through the season. I
was so wrong. Oh my God, we gave championship fours, and you guys are like, "Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win?" And I was like, "Yeah, Brad Keselowski's gonna win." You know why? Because I know him. And it's like the same as Joe. Like, I just kind of picked him and was like, "Fuck yeah, man, Brad's gonna win. Brad's a badass." And then I was like, wow,
I don't remember who I don't remember who I had. I feel like
Chase.
did I have Chase?
You had Chase, I know.
I know I had Larson in the championship for too.
During COVID? No.
Oh no, we're in 2020. Yeah, so no.
Yeah, we're in
We
COVID.
moved into
That's when
2021. No, because we didn't start until like our first episode.
You're right.
Like our first like real NASCAR episode really was like the championship.
Yeah, because I ran through it and was like, yeah, Brad's gonna win. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. I had Chase winning the championship that year, yes. But I was talking 2021. I know I had Larson in my championship 4. I think I did have Chase back to back. Which I mean technically almost happened.
I can't remember who I had. I think it was Larson. I think I said Larson too.
Yeah, I mean, I think after Atlanta, we all were like, yeah, this is Larson's season. Like, he just screwed up. Like, he ate up his shit. I think what I said, like, to quote, was probably like, if he can learn to not run a shit out, like, Larson's the champion. So we get through the 2021 season. We take our big-ass break. We didn't do shit for all of December. We did the Christmas party, which was fun, which we're hoping to do that again this year.
The ice.
Yeah.
That shit was so smooth, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, got it.
Hopefully I want it to be even bigger this year. Like I want that shit to be like huge. I would like to do something
16
that's like
people.
Yeah, I would like to do something that's like charity related though, to where like we raise money for like, so maybe we do the Christmas party like early December and like we raise money and like all the money, instead of it going like charity, all the money, like one of us specifically, I would nominate myself. We get the money directly, but then we use all of that money to like buy for local families here and like do like Christmas.
We should go to your fucking thing that you're trying to support now. Like you're so close to your goal. I think we should just keep boosting that up for mental health awareness.
Oh, that yeah.
Just keep.
I don't know what it's at right now.
Last I saw, you were at 75.
Is it up that
so like
far now?
You're like 15 away from it.
Yeah, one year I raised $200 for them, which was really sick.
Yeah, that's badass. That's why I kept seeing it, and then I forgot about it. And then when I saw earlier, I think it was Summer.
I'm only $25 away.
It was like Summer or your mom that donated, and I was like, yeah, I meant to do that. So yeah, I thought it was fucking dope.
Oh yeah, dude. At Bonnaroo, I went into their tent that they had there, and like what they do is they let people come in, and you like write a note and you hang it up, and then like if you go in and a note like just gets you, like you take it down and bring it with you.
Really?
Yeah, super cool. Cried like a fucking baby in there.
It's fucking cool. I like that. I like that as your gift. You were just like, fuck everything. Like just donate. Yeah, that's fucking rad.
Yeah, my aunt, the one who always watches the show, she called me and she's like, "What do you want for your birthday?" And I was like, honestly, like if you really want to give me something, just donate some money to the charity. That's all.
Because you even said you're like $5-10, whatever you guys want to pitch.
Nobody has ever seen me without this bracelet on.
Yeah, you wear that shit all the time.
Yeah, and that's them. So
it's that same color. Yeah, I don't know the bracelet because like I've never paid attention to it, but yeah, that same color.
Yeah, Christmas party. Yeah, we did the Christmas party. It was us, Fan Fuel, and Chairgating, and we all like we played. Dude, that shit was like 4 hours long, and we just like played a bunch of mini games. We gave away awards at the end. Me and Jared like hosted it. We were the hosts, so we didn't play any of the games. We hosted the games.
Fucking wool.
That's a terrible idea, Joe.
So I didn't think I was gonna find it because the light's out of my closet. I still gotta get a light bulb. Well, I was on my way to get a light bulb, but then my alternator decided to start dying, so I had to go get that fixed. But but luckily I was able to find it. So, boys, ready?
God damn it.
It's actually not complete though. I could not find a 3 that slanted the other way to go on the left side. That's the only thing I'm missing right now. But overall, yep.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, Cooper, I could seriously make one for you if you just find me a diecast. Like, and by the way, it is a Camaro, so like 2018, 2019 Camaro, I'll be able to get it done for you.
Shit, I might have one sitting here, honestly. I could probably just dig through my fucking like back wall right here. I've got so many just sitting up.
Like
I bet you could find a cheap ass one at that Kick-Ass Sports store you shop at.
Oh, bro. Shout out JC. JC's the man. I'm like, what's up, JC? And he's like, hey, man, He's the old guy that runs it.
Okay,
He's
yeah.
like, hey man, can't wait for Bristol. I love running my hauler up there.
Dalton, you gotta comment.
Saucon, what? Do you mean does
You
he
need
mean
to
a
make me
Star
Kyle
Comp?
Busch's unicorn car. I need that.
Kyle's what car?
The unicorn car with the puppies and stuff on it.
Oh my god.
Dalton,
I
ask
love
him
that
what
car.
ask him what that brand is.
What the fuck is Saucon? I feel like he's trying to say Starcom. You remember Stark? God damn it. God damn it.
Dude, Joe did the funniest thing one time. Him and Ryan were playing Fortnite together, and he ran Ryan through he was like, "You want to see it glitch?" And Ryan was like, "No, but sure." So he runs Ryan through this fucking gauntlet, and he's like, "All right, now come here." And then he does the Rickroll Fortnite dance.
Bro, he was like, you got to get the gas. You got to get the pump. You got to fill up this canister. Now you got to bring the canister to me. Now you got to get the gas pump again. You got to pull it out this far, set it back. Then you got to pull out your AK. After you pull that out, you got to look up at me. And he starts rickrolling. And I was like, what the fuck did you just do, bro?
Okay, so running through. Christmas happens. We do our party. We don't do anything until the Clash. Clash happens. Then we were off a week. And then we did, me and Coop watched it together. And then Daytona happens. And then literally for this season, the rest is history. If y'all want to touch on the Daytona trip a little bit, you can.
Bro, it was so fun. Dalton pulled up at 7 or 8. And then we just loaded up. We go and get some ice. And we're filling up, doing our shit. And then we're chugging through. And I'm the biggest Zaxby's advocate. And I was like, bro, we got to eat some Zaxby's. So pull up at Zaxby's, and Dalton gets a fucking a platter, and he's chugging this shit down, and he gets halfway through, and he's like, "Bro, I've got a shit. Everything hurts." And just pushes the food to the side.
That
That's
was
what Zaxby's
that was the,
does to a person.
No, that was that fucking the Oyster Pub.
That shit fucked us up. Sitting next to Mike too.
You remember that shit I took that night? Remember?
That shit fucked us, man. We were both Dakota was like, "Hey, man, we're gonna hit the strip and go hang out and party," and we were like, "We're fucked.
We had to
we're
drive
done."
home the next day.
I remember that shit you took too. You pulled in the fucking apartment. And I flicked on damn Family Guy, and you were sitting in that bathroom, bro. You were sitting "Oh fuck me, and I was like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?" And every time he would shit, bro, he would you'd hear him smack himself, and he's like, "God fucking damn it, God damn it."
He was wiring up for the next day.
Why? Yeah, I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
what the
exactly.
fuck is happening? Then you wake me up the next day on the damn phone with your dad, and I took that snap and sent it to Cody, and you're like, "Yeah, man, we're gonna go meet Kyle Busch. I can't wait for it." And I'm like, "Fuck, Dalton, it's 8 in the morning. Shut the fuck up."
No, I actually did not know what time Kyle was going to sign on. I knew he was coming back, but they didn't see what
You were
time he
so
was starting.
though, bro, fucking obnoxiously loud. I was like, "Dude, shut the fuck up."
You didn't have to go with me. I saw that Kyle was.
It's the morning. We had bunk beds together. You made me sleep on the damn top too.
I saw Kyle was
You
meeting
need
at 10 o'clock.
Bluetooth fucking little headband too.
I will never forget. Speaking of Dalton early in the morning, I've had a dose of Dalton early in the morning. It was Talladega. I'm in my tent with the fucking hole in the side because we had ripped it. And I'm just chilling on my phone, and I feel like I'm being watched, and I'm not sure why. And I look up, and Dalton's just peeping through the hole. He's like, "Morning, buddy," and I was like, "Morning, Dalton." Yeah.
And Jacob looked dead.
Dude, he wasn't even on the bed because I had an air mattress in our tent. I don't know when y'all got back. I had already been in bed probably an hour or two before y'all even got back. And it's a big mattress. I don't care to sleep on the same bed as somebody else. I do not care at all. So I had my little side. I was wrapped up in my blanket. Jacob had his blanket and pillow on the bed too. Homie could pull in whenever. I wake up and Jacob's not on the bed. So when I look over and he's not there, I'm like, fuck, he's dead. I don't know what else to say. And like I get up and turn around, motherfucker is just like laying face first on this like hard ass ground in the tent, like on the floor of the tent, face first. Arms are down by his side, and I'm like, I watched for a second. I did that parent thing where like you watch and make sure they're breathing, and I was like, please breathe. Please
and another thing is that he's wearing checker flag pants, okay, and he's got like a red stain on it, and I thought he got shot in the fucking leg.
Yeah, I was worried about him. Definitely would have been the little spoon. Jacob is like way taller than I am, so I just couldn't be like the big spoon, and that looked normal.
Jacob's a weird guy in Dega. Like, we set up that whole ass tent. It was like 4 a.m. Jacob's like, yeah, man, I'm going to go sleep in the Mercury. And I was like, bro, we set this whole tent up. Just sleep in the tent. And I was like, we got plenty of space. It's literally a 10-person tent. Jacob was like, nah, dude, I'm going to sleep in the Mercury. We get up and it's 10 a.m. Jacob's got every window rolled up and it's completely fogged. And like, I opened the door and I'm like, Jacob, bro, are you okay?
Are you okay?
He's like, yeah, man, I'm good. It's a little hot in here. And I was like, there's no windows open. Like, you're fucking just like suffocating. And like everyone else is like, yeah, it was chilly as shit there in the night. Jacob's like, yeah, man, it's hot as fuck in here. Like, your car's parked in the sun, guy. Like, you're fucked.
No, dude, like tent camping is just like, it's different. You're either about it or you're not. There is no middle ground for tent camping.
If you don't have a sleeping bag, you're fucked. It's so cold.
You do an air mattress.
Air mattress is the way to go. I'm never using the cot
No,
again. I
shut up,
fucking hate
cot.
that piece of shit. Dude.
Cot guy.
I remember helping you get that shit into the tent.
Yeah, never
Fuck
again.
that
Like
cot.
we
That
were
cot was
having to
big.
do like the pivot scene from Friends, trying to like fit that in that doorway.
It fit just fine when I went to Atlanta, but then
Did it?
Yeah, and then
Yeah, it did.
Talladega.
You had those damn hats on that fucking cot that just stretched
I
out. I was
did.
like, bro, you're here for 3 days. What the fuck are you doing?
Jacob's a skinwalker.
Straight up.
But
Dude,
Jacob's
I have the
something.
best
He's
video
another
of
animal.
Jacob coming up the stairs at Atlanta. And like he's just like coming up with his nachos. And it's just like the best video because like me and Dakota are laughing and he sees us and he looks up and he's like, what the fuck? And like just keeps walking. Because we were up at the very top in Atlanta. Remember, like we kind of sat down low, Cooper.
Yeah.
We were up at like the very last row this time. Just because like this douchebag rolled up during the driver intros and he was like, hey dude, to Dakota, he's like, just letting you know that we have these 10 seats right here. And he's like, he's pointing to Dakota where we could sit, and Dakota's like, I'm sure we'll be able to find a place, pal. Like we don't need advice.
You know Dakota too. He's like a smart ass.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Man, it's cool.
Well, he came
We'll
over
find
there
a
and he was
thing.
telling me about it, and he was like saying it loud enough for the guy to hear too. And I'm like, of course it gets me riled up too, because like everything around us is empty. It's not like we were like squeezing in somewhere we shouldn't be. Like the next row in front of us, completely empty. The row behind us, completely empty. So
Guys are fucking weird about their seats. We went and saw the black phone, and like I walked up, and these people were sitting in our seats, and I was like, "Oh, cool." And they're like, "Oh shit, we in your seat?" And I was like, "Ah, don't worry about it. We'll sit somewhere else." And like I walked back down, and then we just sit down. Like I don't fucking care.
yeah, I mean, if I didn't buy like
It'd be
sweet
different if it
tickets-
was like a track that I like spent money on, and it's
Right,
like VIP
right.
seating, and I'm like,
Yeah,
that's my
sure.
seat. And then I walk up, and I'm like, no, get the fuck out. Like that's mine.
Yeah. But like the seats that we bought versus the seats we sat in, we paid $20 for our seats and we sat in like $120 seating. Like I'm not bitching about nothing. But I mean that's just part of it. Off topic once again. I'm trying to run through. So Daytona happens Sunday. Y'all get on TV. LTC just fucking blasts off to the moon.
It was at this moment.
Somebody was upside down. Who it was?
Lap 63.
Bro, I was so hot. I had my shit cranked up so high. I was just like, help me.
So that happens and it starts taking off on Twitter. I hop on it and I'm like, bro, I got people like, I got to let people know where this comes from, like
Dalton
where
in
we
the
are.
anthem. Dalton's beating his chest in the anthem. He's like, let's fucking go. Wah! And I'm like,
Dude.
bro, what the fuck is, I was like, bro, what is this guy?
Dude, like that Daytona 500, I felt like a fucking football player getting ready to play. Like,
Yeah.
the Daytona 500 is just like the number one race that I take seriously every single fucking year. Like, I don't want to be fucked with. I'm like mentally focused. I don't like to be fucking around or laughing. I'm just ready to go and watch this Daytona 500. And this is basically my redemption trip from 2020 because it was the worst trip of my fucking life, and I wanted to go back. I'm glad I didn't go in 2021. I thought 2022 was going to be the best year to go back, and luckily I did, thanks to Cooper and I buying tickets on Christmas night. So, but yeah, I remember
those cars were so fucking mean. That was the first time we heard them live, and we were like,
the Gen 7. Yep.
"Oh my god."
Yeah, and they were playing Legend by the Score like on the intercom during the pace laps, and dude, I got fucking goosebumps. I was like, oh my god, I'm ready to fucking go like right now. It was like that scene from Family Guy where Peter was high on meth and he's trying to play with Stewie, and he's sitting there just saying, I am so fucking ready. He just shoots up the fucking living room. That's what it was like. I swear to God. But we begin. So one thing I needed to add though, we had no idea what the fuck we were gonna do. Like at the beginning of that season, like I remember I kept asking you guys like every day in the chat, hey, when we started season 2, when's season 2 starting? Y'all never gave me a fucking answer, or you didn't even know. And so we do the Clash episode finally, but it was only like for 45 minutes. It was just like, just put it out there. And I didn't know if we were going to do an episode after Daytona, like, because I know Cooper had to work and I had to go to work as well, and we just didn't know what was going to happen. But then that moment where Cooper and I got on TV was kind of a wake-up call, I think. And it was like, okay, dude, like, we are getting so much interaction from this, we got to take it and run with it. And I guess that's basically where it took off. So I'm just glad I was able to get on TV. Like, I've always wanted to be like caught on TV, and I've always preached like that Fox and NBC should show more sad fans, like college football does. I know Fox gets carried away with like kids way too much, but
well, and also I do want to acknowledge that is probably your fault.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, I think you are genuinely the fair guy to blame for like them being like, you know what, let's just show kids instead, because kids aren't going to say the most unspeakable words in all of motorsports.
And here's the funny part. So it was after the race, like I'm finally out of traffic, and I'm trying to like call like all my families to talk about like what happened. And I called Dad, and I asked him about it, and he said, Dalton, you understand you were on like 3 times. And he said, first time it was like during the side-by-side commercial. The second time was going to commercial. And then the legendary one. And then after that, you were never seen again. I'm like, well, I can see why. But and I remember like getting all the text messages. Like, and Daytona's Wi-Fi was kind of ass, so it kind of came in late. But I told like all the people sitting around me, hey, we wrote this on TV. And I just showed everybody like, see if they could see whoever was on TV, and we sat next to a good group, which is fun as well. And also,
it was a mixture, bro. It was like Larson fans, Logano fans, Elliott fans, and then you, and then me and Michael McDowell shit.
Yeah. And I want to go.
He waved to me too. Remember, he's driving on the truck, and I was like, Michael, yeah, and he was like,
for Joey Logano, when he drove around, our section was fucking quiet as he was going around. Like, nobody was saying a damn thing. And I just get up and scream, fuck you, Joey! And he just gives me a thumbs up as he goes on by. And, but one thing I want to go back to the fans being on TV real quick. So, Cody, since you were obviously there, I don't know if you saw this on the big screen, but there was this guy in a Chase Elliott fire suit that was shown like 5 times.
Yeah, that guy was a fucking asshole.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was a fucking dick. And yeah, so he walked by me and I was like, hey, Chase, how hot is it? And he was like, how hot do you think it is? And I was like, all right, fuck you.
Can I tell you that I know that guy?
Really? Well, he's a fucking dick.
Shout out to my good friend Alex. That's his best friend. His name's Tristan. He always goes like to the races like in a Chase Elliott fire suit. It definitely looked like him. And he wears that fire suit like every time they go to a race. And I take a picture. I'm like, I texted Alex, and Alex was there too. I said, "Dude, is this fucking Tristan?" And he said, "Yeah."
Yeah, he's a dick.
Sorry. I've been to Alex and Chase's or Tristan's house a couple times to watch the races. We watched the Daytona August race last year at his house.
Or y'all be friends. That's fine.
And we went to the Burnouts on Broadway too.
I just don't understand why you address that way, and then when people try to talk to you, you're a fucking dick about it. That's just what I don't understand.
Maybe if you would have not have worn your Tyler Reddick shirt, maybe he would have.
I was wearing my Bubba stuff.
Or Bubba.
He had his back turned to me. He never turned around like he was like fucking highfalutin.
He's probably drunk off his ass. I don't know. Exactly.
Yeah, no, dude's a
I
dick.
loved all
I'll
the
call it out.
Before I head out here, like I love all the fucking Dawsonville pool room memes.
I don't comprehend. Like, there is no middle ground. You either hate Chase Elliott through and through, or you love him. There is no
middle. I'm very.
I don't
middle.
know.
I'm like, cool. He won. Oh,
you were the only fucking person on this planet.
His fan base
I don't
makes
hate
it
him.
hard
I don't
for me
like
to
him. He's just there.
Like his fan base it's just like Dale Jr. Like his fan base makes it so hard.
I don't understand how you can say that as a Kyle Busch fan.
Like,
because of course you never have a negative run in with Kyle Busch fans. You're like their fucking representative.
Well, Dale Jr. Like Dale Jr. I mean, how can you hate Dale Jr., right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to like him. Like, he's such a cool ass dude. He's great for the sport, and I wanted to like him, but his fans just made it so fucking impossible to just like.
Speaking of Junior, fucking Gunner texted me the other day, and he was like, "Hey, how do you feel about Jeff Gordon?" And I was like, "I don't like the guy." That was like minutes later, and he was like, "Oh, damn. Well, I got you something." And he got me this damn Pepsi can. So
pulls it out of the trash.
No, it's this old Dega fucking Pepsi can, okay? Like, cool, whatever.
Shit, that's cool.
You fucking open it, and it's an old Action diecast that's
cool.
inside of it.
Dude, that's
so
gonna be
like
worth
you
some
take
money.
the can out, and then
that is cool.
That's gonna be worth some money.
And I was like, "Cool, man, that's awesome." So I just went and stuck it on the bottom shelf.
Jeff is one of the goats.
I don't like Jeff. I've never liked Jeff. Like, I don't just whatever. I've got this whole fucking.
That's awesome, though.
Dalton, is this where you run away?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, boys. I had to take an allergy pill because I'm out of fucking steroids, so I better call it a night.
Getting fucking swole.
Dude, I don't know.
God.
I've been taking. See, the problem is I've been taking steroids for like almost 2 years now, and it's really not healthy for me. I don't know how long I'm supposed to take this shit. No, it's not for my arms. My fucking nose should be like I should have like a swole ass nose right now.
He's got muscles on his nose.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna have to.
Nostril flares.
I mean, that's definitely what's gonna happen here in about a couple weeks. So
I'll come take care of you.
It's gonna suck, dude. I'm not ready for it.
Is Madison coming? Is she gonna take care of you?
No, my nana
I'll
is.
definitely be there.
My nana.
Your
is.
mom coming? Your mom will too.
Actually, mom has to help Madison move.
Oh, me too. When? I'll help.
You know what? I'm not telling you.
I'll help move.
But yeah,
I'll get my old truck. I'll get my old Ranger. Let's go.
I fucking love you, boys. Great talking to you tonight. Great show. Tune in to Dalton Goes Rider Reactions this Sunday for New Hampshire. I will get the time set up as soon as possible, but just follow me on Twitter, and I will give you guys posted on when we're going to start. So sorry for the 2-month hiatus on Rider Reactions, but we're finally going to get back to it. It's going to be the birthday special, so come have some fun with me. Have some cake with me as well. Should be a party, hopefully, as long as Kyle can make it past the 20th fucking lap this year. So just really happy to get back to the live reactions. It's been a long time. So yeah.
Not all sisters. Not all
Let's
sisters.
get to it. Let's get to it. Tune in.
Take it easy, buddy.
All right. Love you, fuckers.
Love you too, buddy.
Happy birthday, Cody.
Thank you. And then it was us.
Glass jaw 2.0.
How? Oh, you want to know one of my birthday gifts? I'm going to watch the Angels and the Braves play.
Oh,
yeah, pretty excited for that.
When?
Next weekend. Pretty excited.
Sweet.
Yeah, Summer. That's one of Summer's gifts for me. She got me these two like handmade. They weren't made for me. They're from the 90s, obviously, but they're made out of old Adele Senior shirts, and it's like his 90 championship, and then there's a 7-time championship quilt.
Damn.
Yeah, they're really sick. But yeah, I feel like we could start closing out the show in a little bit. Let's see, what can we talk about? You know, we have 2 OGs in here. We could kind of talk about like what's coming up, if you know what I mean. I feel like it's fair to talk about it with these 2 specifically.
Sadness. That's what's coming up. The
more
I thought on it too, I'm just like, I'm heartbroken. I don't want to do it. I can't. I don't think I can.
It's going to be fun.
Like, the more I keep thinking, I'm like, it's cool. I'm going to run it, but like, I have to come back.
That's fine. That's fine. Long term. But we'll get into that discussion later. Cooper, go ahead.
All right, boys. Myself, Matthew Parvin himself, and my roommate, my longtime best friend, Gunnar Fletcher. We're going to be running a show that's going to be strictly on wrestling. Now, this show is going to be based off of WWE. It's going to be based off of AEW and slightly some other promotions. We're going to tie in a little bit of Impact, ROH, New Japan Pro Wrestling, everything like that. So it's not set in stone yet. We're still kind of like tossing and turning about names. It's really hard to pick a fucking name. But, you know, the 2 boys are very passionate professional wrestling fans. I've dabbled back more into it than what I used to be. I used to be a hardcore fan back in the day. Stepped out, started watching more kind of racing, got back into my original roots. So we're going to try this whole wrestling thing and see where it goes. It's still going to be an affiliate of LTC. You know, I don't know where everyone kind of steps after. You know, everyone might move on, kind of grace on, but we're going to do this whole thing. It's going to be very straightforward. We're not going to have opinions are going to be a little scarce. Like we're all kind of, we all agree. We've all talked for the past year or so. We've had a group chat and we keep in touch, kind of everything that goes on within professional wrestling. So we're going to get on here and kind of go where we go and see who we get and just roll with it. It's exciting, but that does mean if I step with the show, it's going to be kind of my baby. I'm going to roll with it. So I might step away from LTC for a little while. I don't know. I'm not a fan, but we're kind of planning for the first event that we're going to do together on the 3 of us. It's going to be SummerSlam in Nashville. So if that happens, that'll be pretty dope. It'll be like the big spectacle that we get to step out and kind of promote our show and go from there. Leaving? No, that's not fucking happening. I'm sorry.
I'm not fucking leaving.
If anything, I will give these boys the show, but I'm going to help them out and kind of go and make sure everything's moderated and kind of, you know, set in stone so that way they have a good platform to kind of run off of. I feel like Parv's going to do very well. He's going to excel just because with motorsports, Parv's not the biggest fan, but you give him professional wrestling. He's a very big professional wrestling fan. So I feel like it's going to be good for that guy. But myself, I mean, you can fucking see, like, motorsports is my thing. Like, I'm full force all NASCAR. So, but for a couple weeks, you might see me here and there. I might pop in for an episode, a couple little segments or something. So, I don't know. Cool.
I think
now I fucking said it the other day though. I said if Kevin Harvick gets in here and gets a fucking dub, everyone can fuck off. I'm doing the whole goddamn episode. Okay. My boy Harv goes off and he's fucking excelling. That goddamn wrestling show can go fuck itself. Anything Kevin Harvick happens, I'm all there.
Glad to know that show's going to be in good hands. So, I think it's probably just Ryan and Joe left in the chat. Y'all get the sneak peek because you hung around this long. But yeah, we do have a professional wrestling show coming soon for any wrestling fans. 3 guys are going to be.
If you got some friends, some fans, tell them it's coming.
Yeah, we want to build hype around it. LTC, we're trying to do some pretty cool things overall. The show, as you could kind of tell today, took a different turn as far as like we covered the race first and then we went into this. I think that works better for the people who want to hear more about racing. And then like, dude, we thrive when we start talking about everything else. Like the moment we got away from racing, like viewership just climbed.
You made that tweet and people were just like, "Oh fuck!" What?
Yeah, it's shit, Tom. Still gonna play around with that a little bit and just see what works best for the Attaboy Joe. It's fun.
Hey,
like
look. You give me a damn UFC show, you give me like a mixed martial arts show, and I'm fucking rolling with it, baby. There's been so many points I'm watching wrestling now that Gunner will sit and be like, "Yeah, that's a great hold," and I'm like, they commented it wrong. That's not right. They're like, "Oh, great, great double leg from there," and I'm like, "That's literally just a single leg from the hip." But I'm like, "Okay, cool." I'm like, it's bothering me a little bit more the more I've gotten to grappling, and I'm like, "That's wrong. It's not true." So I don't know. You probably see me on the show, and then I'm just shitting on everything, and I'm like, these commentators fucking suck. They know nothing about grappling.
Yeah, and I mean,
I don't know.
I don't even know enough to even comment on it. Long term, we want to have like multiple shows within the LTC family. That's the ultimate goal at the end of the day. I think just about everybody is on the same page with that. Thank you, sir. Yeah, that's one thing. When we first started, we used to do guests a lot. And then we went through like this weird era where like we didn't do many guests because things got kind of weird. And then like we've had, I think this is like the 3rd or 4th week in a row where we've had guests back on.
Guests are weird because like you don't know what you do with them after. Because like technically I was a guest, and then it was like, "Hey man, why don't you stick around?" Even though I was like in the group to start it, but then it was just, I don't know.
Yeah, and I mean, like the way Kodo was on tonight was perfect. And I feel bad, like, if I have somebody on, like, kicking them off in a way, right? It's like, all right, you could go. So it's like, do you put them on at the beginning or the end? Well, what if the beginning goes a little too long? And so, like, with Kodo, we had him on to talk about the race. And then once we were done talking about the race, like, we were able to, like, let him go without, like, say, "Yeah, you got to go, pal," because that's just like an awkward place to be in. Dude, the back of the old day,
it's really hard with scheduling now because everyone's like, it's weird because like I don't know how else to say it. We've grown up, like we all have kind of daily duties and stuff, and it's just like it's really hard to get
like,
everyone together.
The school semester hits,
it's shit.
I mean,
like,
you got to think, like, with LTC as it stands right now, we have 5 guys that we have to work around 5 different schedules for. That's rough.
And I'm the worst because like my shit don't end until like 9-10 o'clock at nights, and I'm home way after that.
And
then
it's hard to have a guest on the whole show. Here's where I'm gonna sound awful. It kind of like messes with like our flow because it's like we all talk over each other. We don't show each other respect as far as like talking goes 9 times out of 10. But when you have and that's what makes our show like so unique. Like it's chaos, but it's like an organized chaos that everybody is like a part of. Whereas when you have a guest on, like you can't just interrupt somebody random constantly the way we interrupt each other. And like for us, it's okay because like, we're all like homies and we can like shrug it off. Like Cooper can interrupt me and I'm not like disrespected or offended. But if you disrespect or offend like somebody who's on your show, like, to come on your show and talk about it, you can't like interrupt them the way that we do. And not many people, most of our viewers love it when we don't talk about NASCAR. Like they still find it interesting, right? Joe and Ryan, I know you two do specifically. Y'all like it when we talk about stuff that's like non-NASCAR related because that's all we do anyway all the time is like keep up with NASCAR. So when it's a break from
NASCAR,
bitch
ass Joe, by the way, I fucking shaved my beard. during the weekend because you fucking said I had a goddamn Abraham Lincoln beard last week, and I thought about it more, and I was like, my shit's a little long, and I was like, okay, cool. So I cut it. So like it was random shit talk, but I was like, damn, do I need to cut this shit? So,
Right.
like,
So like other people, yeah. Like if we were to roast or if the comments were to roast our guests when we get into the happy hour, like the guests might just be like offended.
yeah, it hurts people. Like it didn't bother me, but the more I thought about it, I was just like, damn, I am a little scraggly. I'm like, maybe I should cut this shit up.
He
So,
said
like,
he didn't say that.
Yeah, you did. Bro, you were on a roll last week of fucking tearing me up. I don't know what you were on.
Dude, yeah, like,
but,
if
like
we would
you
have
get
had
a guest on and they're like, have glasses or something. You're like, oh,
Hey,
you fucking
4
4 eyes. Nice glasses. Oh, they barely fit your ears. Like,
yeah,
be
like last
okay,
week,
man,
dude,
it's a little
we would have had a
false.
guest on last week. Man, RIP. Like the comments were just like full of like, well, Jared was on last week, but Jared's kind of like, he's like a proxy LTC guy anyway.
Yeah. I might. So it's still kind of like in the waters. Like we're still trying to figure it out. But I think Jared and I are going to go to Michigan for the Sunday race. So I think I'm going to go up to Cleveland. And I'm going to hang out there for the day. And Jared's going to come meet me. And then we're going to go to a Cleveland and Houston baseball game. And then after that, we're just going to pack our shit and then drive out to Michigan. And we're just going to camp. And I think we're going to try to do Michigan Sunday. But that's like the weekend before my birthday. And I was like, hey, man, that's a birthday to me. I get baseball and fucking NASCAR on the same weekend. Damn.
Yeah, darn drats. Yeah, so I mean,
Jared's like a little bro. Like it's cool because like our community's built to where if we want to do something like that, like you could call up Chase and be like, hey, man, I want to go to fucking Homestead. And like you guys would work it out. And it's the same with Jared. He's like so far up where it's like, oh, I really want to go to Pocono. Okay, cool, let's go. Like we're tightly knit with these guys to where we can kind of branch out and do different content.
Yeah, and it's fun. But yeah, like trying to figure out the direction and like the overall longevity of like how the show is going to be ran. Like we're going to play with some stuff going forward as far as like different segments. I think flipping the show was like the first big step in that. I think that's probably going to stay permanent going forward. Because I mean, really, like we can only talk so much about NASCAR and like actually be entertaining. Like we could be like boring, and I won't say boring because I would sound really disrespectful then, but the exact same as everybody else.
Mundane, watered down. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean, the other people who do NASCAR strictly only NASCAR podcasts, they have their niche, right? Like those guys are loved for what they do. And like, I'll be honest, I don't know that I could do only a show where we just talk about NASCAR and then like everything else is like thrown to the side. I love like our tangents.
If it was like a specific episode based on something, sure, we can like hit on it and still talk about it.
Yeah, but how many different groups can cover the race weekend before you're like, yeah, I know everything that happened?
Yeah, it's like, oh, how do you feel about Corey? Like everyone mentioned Corey. So
yeah. Yeah,
exactly.
and I mean, like, I love saying dumb shit on camera too. That's kind of like what this like. The first half of our show had been like our dick around moment, and I just think like for people who actually want to like hear the NASCAR stuff, I think that
fuck Richmond.
I went to Richmond last year, so I didn't mean to click on that again. But like long term, I prefer to like talk about everything. So I think the first half of the show being strictly about like the race weekend that we just had is cool. And then the last half being like this, where it's kind of just like a just chat. I think that is the way to go for people who like really want to stick around. Some people might like skip out on the first half of the episode and only watch the second half. Some people might skip out on the second half and only watch the first half. It finds like a really nice medium ground there. Dude, do it. Like we live in a time where anybody can do it now. Like you just download an app and talk into your phone and then upload that.
Like the most bare minimum shit you can get to. Like Walmart's got a webcam and a mic that you can get for like $20.
Yeah.
Like,
so I mean,
Just run with it.
Literally, there's other than like the networking, reaching out, trying to be cool and hip and stay up to date. That's all a part of it. But as far as actually just making whatever it is you want to make, that's the easiest part. Like everything else is the hard part.
Yeah, because you got friends that are based around. Even if they don't watch it, like you just bring them in, you can talk about something, or an old memory. Like,
yeah, nostalgia is big. I mean, a lot of our stuff is strictly based on nostalgia. Hell, the way I dress exclusively is nostalgic. That's kind of just like my whole shtick. Like I love the 90s.
Same.
So yeah, but going forward, like nothing's really changing, but at the same time, everything is changing. So like leading the next month of LTC is going to be like totally different.
Yeah, because like I might not be here. And then kind of the same with Parv, because like it'll just be like Dalton, Jacob, and Cody, and then maybe a guest. But then there might be a week where like one of us pop back in, or it could be to the point where Parv is like, "Hey man, I love you guys, fucking love my shit, but like I'm not going to do LTC." Or I could do it too, where I'm just like, "Hey man, see you."
Yeah, and I mean, if it happens, like we're all still associated. It's like there. It's not even like a weird bad blood or anything like that. Like this is just we're trying to continue the growth of LTC. LTC Media.
So like we're all still bros, like nothing's gonna change. We'll still hit races and shit together, but it's just like, oh, we don't do the show. Like, okay, cool. Like it's still gonna continue and still go on. Because then, I mean, come Christmas party time, like you got to think if we branch out and like Jacob reaches 4 of his old theater buddies and they're like, hey, we're gonna do a movie podcast. Like come the Christmas show, we all get together. Like this shit's gonna be so fucking big. So there's just like different things that we can do, or we do like certain meetups to where, oh, we're all gonna go watch like a football game that's very local. Like you got a big hookup and like it's just growth.
Yeah, that's where we're at. I used to. Yeah, that's a spot on opinion. Not anymore. I dip now. That's all I do. Only dip if you're over 21. You gotta pack the shit out of it. Pack in pouches.
Pack your pouches, baby. Yeah.
Real quick, one story left, and then I'll go. Yesterday morning, before going to the race, I went and bought 2 packs because the store I went to was buy one get one free. So I opened the first pack. It's full, right? It comes with 20 pouches. So I go to the race. Between the race and driving home, went through my whole box. So this morning I woke up and I was like, I'm out. The other box is in Summer's car. I'll just wait till she gets off work. I'm not going to go and buy anymore. She gets here. I go out to her car. I grab the sealed box, still wrapped in the plastic. Walk inside. I'm ripping the plastic off, ready to feel that nicotine coursing through me. Open it up, and there's only 2 pouches in it. Pain.
Buy one, get one free, baby.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, you got 2 damn pouches.
Yeah. Yeah. Why?
You're on the wrong one, bro. You gotta be a Zenner.
No, the honest dude, these are 3 for 3.
But Zen.
No.
Tony Romo's a Zen guy.
Don't matter. Is Tony Romo buying them for me? Yeah. I mean, if Tony Romo wants to buy for me to continue my nicotine habit, then I'll swap over. But until then, ain't happening.
Nah, bro. Views is the move.
I'm out of Vape Nation. Hey, stick with it, brother. This show is why I started vaping again the last time. Because all y'all. And then, like, one day, remember, I come in with my vape. And I was a fiend after that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember that one time I FaceTimed you and I was like, what the fuck are you hitting right now? And you're like, bro, it's just Delta 8. Like, chill out.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, God, you had me scared. And then Summer comes out and she's like, yeah, I love vaping. And I was like, what? You vape?
Vape Nation,
What?
baby.
What?
But I think that wraps us up for the show. It's almost 2 a.m. It's bedtime for me.
Same.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Appreciate everybody for coming out and hanging out. It's been fun. It's been real and it's been fun. And it has been real fun. Yeah. Be back next Monday, hopefully. Hopefully we have a good race, which we won't, but fingers crossed.
Oh, we will. Oh, we will.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But yeah, Godspeed, soldiers. Have a good week. Hopefully I don't join the 27 club before we come back. Cue the outro.
I can't.
Well,
I
yeah.
can't. You kicked me off.